Yeah, you are giant.
My register fast.
We're little people. We're Harfoots.
I'm a hobbit.
That's all right. I love everybody. It's all good.
You're an ant.
Have you been watching the Rings of Power?
Maybe, but I'm like not into this.
I'm into it, but these guys
I'm
aren't.
the new season. The new season is really good.
You're giving me hope.
I don't know what's
Told
wrong
you.
with me because
I
I
know.
love Lord of
The
the
new
Rings.
season. The new
I
season
love
is
Lord.
really good, and like the last one, like as the rings are actually being made and whatnot, it's like it's getting the stories are getting more interesting. So
Yeah.
Okay.
it's
Maybe
yeah.
if I watch it, somebody won't.
It's good.
I won't spoil anything.
No,
But
I'm
I'm
looking
saying
at Nick.
oh,
Yeah, it'll be Nick.
it's-
Before coming in here, I started watching. What's it called? Agatha. Are we not talking
Agatha.
Oh,
about?
yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
I get that all along.
I'm
Okay,
actually,
let's save this. Let's save this. Let's
Oh,
save
okay,
this.
okay.
Let's
Yeah,
save
this
this.
is-
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna start. I'm gonna press it. Ready?
Okay.
Ready, set,
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
I feel
This
like I
really
want
gets
to like
Eric
make
Ricklock.
Lego. I want to build something. Yes.
Yeah,
you
there we go.
have
There we go.
The moves of upper body. Yes.
And we are live. Hi everyone. I am Nick,
And I am Maria. Okay.
and we have Jeremy.
Here.
Port City Bricks. Also, we have
Wow. Good
No
morning.
More Bricks.
Oh,
Lily.
it's a whaling.
Whaley.
Our special guest today is
Great.
Ricklock IL. Ricklock IL.
The gentle giant.
Great. Yeah.
Nice.
I feel like is that like a transformer?
Ricklock?
Something lock. Something lock? Are you a transformer?
Is gridlock.
Yeah, gridlock.
I think gridlock.
Or
is-
Grimlock, you mean?
Grimlock.
Oh, grimlock.
Grimlock.
is another-
Grimlock.
Yeah,
He was the
Stop it.
He's a Dinobot.
T-Rex.
Yeah.
Yeah, T-Rex.
The leader of the Dinobots.
Welcome to Full of Bricks Season 5, Episode 33. And today is September 27, 2024.
Wow.
And today our special guest is Bricklock.
Awesome.
How are you doing tonight, Bricklock?
I'm doing good. It's interesting kind of streaming in the new house, and my internet is a little iffy, so hopefully things are okay.
Okay. When did you move?
We officially got in about a week and a half ago,
Oh, exciting.
and we're still like obviously you can see the pile of Lego boxes behind me. So like here,
I am all sorts of intrigued. Wow.
You see all those?
yeah, this is 1,000 square feet down here. So it's like
You're in the basement right now.
yeah, this is I'm in the area that's my office. So like if
Right.
I let me grab here. So if I turn the camera that way, it keeps
Oh,
going
geez.
on that way, and it goes all the way back that way.
Yeah, this is the reason why we can't move from
Will this
our
become
house.
your Lego room?
How did you
Yeah,
do
so this is my man cave basically. So
Yeah.
so I have this room I'm in right now is about 12 by 20 something. I'll have my I gotta build a new desk, but the desk area here and build area will be here. And then I'm gonna have kind of like a living room next to me.
Oh, nice.
And then I'll have the Lego City behind me, which will go stretch another 40 feet that way. So
Wow.
yeah.
I love it.
Shelving too?
I'll have some shelving. I don't have a ton of display items. Majority of my collection is city.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
How
I
long
plan
did
on
you
doing
pack it away?
well my airport plans, which will probably be close to maybe 500,000 Legos, will be 15 feet by 6 feet just for the airport.
Wow.
Wow.
Dang.
So yeah.
We should have the next Brick World Chicago at your place.
Well, I think there's going to be a lot of people that are going to want to come down during Brick World next year. So
Oh, well.
it's about 2 hours from Chicago.
well,
But so it's,
well, that's okay.
we could leave in the morning and then be back in the afternoon.
Yeah,
you know?
lots of time.
Yeah.
Us Canadians, we're used to like driving long distances. We're even coming all the way from Toronto.
On
So,
those
yeah.
on those public days where you're just like, we got to get out of this convention
Yeah.
center.
Yeah.
We're gonna see another Lego museum 2 hours away, privately owned. You know.
It'll be an adventure. I just don't hope I freak out my wife. So she's going to be there for the first time
Maybe
this
she'll
year.
need like a
Okay.
getaway.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, should we go into our first
Oh,
segment?
right. Okay, fine.
Oh, what's that?
Which is getting to know Bricklock.
Who's not Grimlock?
Not good.
So, Bricklock, how did you come up with the name Bricklock?
Well, it's kind of like from the city that I'm in now, which has kind of like a connotation of it, and I figured with brick and then how like Legos lock together, it just kind of made sense. And so, and then obviously there was a company that used Bricklock for like a product or whatever, so I added the IL so they couldn't sue me.
Oh,
Oh,
It's like it's like so just to distinguish myself from that. Plus, I'm not a business either, but just just in case,
Yeah.
And plus, I don't plan on never moving, so this is we built
you're
our forever
still-
home. Yeah.
yes. Cool.
so how far were you before from Brick World Chicago compared to now when you moved?
Probably about the same. I mean, I'm still in
Oh.
the general area that I was in before. We're
You
just
didn't have
more
to
out.
move too far.
He's a street over.
The street.
Yeah, it's
Every
about
night
8,
he like
mi- 8 miles.
over.
Yeah. Oh my God. You don't want to know. You don't want to know how many. Like we had between the pickup truck and the minivan when we were hauling stuff. It was probably, God, 12 loads
Oh,
each
Of Lego.
bring it all of
Lego.
Lego.
Dang.
Just Lego, not
just
even.
Lego.
Like not even the
Not even the
important
furniture.
things like pots.
Yeah.
and-
So like we have a Honda Odyssey and then a Dodge Dakota,
Mhm.
and yeah, it took a lot. It was and then the boxes of partial cities that were still not like packed away, so I put them in boxes and then just like close the lid because the modulars fit in like the
Yeah.
cube boxes. That I
Mm.
mean, I had I don't know 40 buildings just in there. So I mean,
It's
Wow.
crazy.
yeah.
So in terms of like this Lego collection, when did it start?
Over
Nine-
40 years,
yeah.
I think, right?
1979.
No way.
99?
How are you so brave at moving? We're just gonna buy the neighbor's house when that goes for sale. Like there's no moving this.
Well, I mean, I know the first Lego set I ever got was the Gold Castle,
Mm.
and then my dad went crazy and he bought all of the space sets that
You
came
had the
out
Dream dad.
that year, and we basically spent all Christmas just like building all of the different space sets, and after that I started getting interested in buildings. So then I destroyed the yellow castle and turned it into a skyscraper, and it became my my electric company.
Okay.
So
Okay.
and then I just got more and more back then they had more creator sets like where you could just buy. They had like houses and stuff like that. So then I started building like little shopping malls, and I would build like grocery stores and things. And so my city got a little bit bigger. Then we moved into a house that had a bigger space, and I started building like airport, and I had like it's probably like maybe 10 by 14 foot table
Okay.
for my city when I was a kid. And so then I had a residential area. I turned the original Lion Night Castle into a baseball stadium.
Oh, cool.
What?
And then, I had my harbor and that kind of thing. I didn't really get into the trains, but yeah, I mean, then when I was in high school, I still had my city. It got a little bit more elaborate, a little bit more creative and whatnot. And then it kind of was like a gray age where after high school, because I never really stopped collecting, but like my city was packed away for a long time.
Mm.
And then when
was the gray age? Like what sets were out around that time?
it was probably like the early 2000s.
Okay.
But I still got like behind me, I have the original like white carousel and stuff like that.
Oh
It's
yeah,
like,
the white
I don't know if I
carousel,
can, I don't know if I can see it. In the background, if I do, you can probably see the Ferris wheel. If I hold it up, you can probably
cool.
see it.
I saw the roller coaster there.
Yeah, both roller coasters are there, but
Yeah.
But,
okay.
But yeah, I mean, it's just, but like I had a lot of sets that I was still buying and people were giving me. So like I said, never really stopped collecting, but then
But like,
and
where
a lot
were
of
you
people,
storing it, right? Like,
well, yeah, well, like I was building and I had some table space. So I had a table set up at the big thing is we had triplets.
Mm.
So
oh,
in 2008 we had
It's
triplets.
really
yeah,
like, whoa.
factoid. Wow. We have triplets too, but they're all 5 years apart.
Yeah, not at all.
But they're 16 now. But the point is, when they were born, it was obviously a financial strain, and so we just eventually got a house that had some display space, and I had a nice like U shape going on. But then we started remodeling the basement, so then everything got piled into the Lego area. So then I had to like knock down half the table, and then I could only have so much space for it because it's just everything went into that room.
Right.
And so then in 2020 during COVID, we bought this property, and we finally finished the house about, they probably about a month ago, and it's been
Fun.
about 10 months of building, and it's just like finally I come to the age where like my wife and we wanted, to build our forever home. My cat's gonna come up here in a second.
Yeah.
But basically, my wife was like, "Well, you need a Lego space because."
What a great wife.
Well, she hates my Legos. Don't get me wrong. It's like, but only if they exist above ground. So like if they, but unless it's the botanicals or like she definitely wants to see my Starry Night like on the shelf by the mantle and things like that.
Mm.
Certain things are okay, but like if they're on the floor, they're the devil, obviously. So it's just, but there's two options for us. Either, we build a house that can hold the Lego, or I have to buy another building. I have to like buy some like loft space or
Warehouse or something.
yeah, something like I thought about buying we live in a college town, so the town has a lot of lofts above the different like the businesses and whatnot, and they have 600, 700, 800, 900 square foot lofts above that people could use for like an art studio or this and that.
Right.
So I thought about maybe buying something like that, but then I would be away from the house all the time.
Right.
And so when we did
This
the
was
plans,
the best compromise.
yeah. So like,
Underground.
but this basement is huge. So like, even though this is 1,000 square feet, the basement is like 2,900 square feet. So I'm only about a third of the basement.
Okay.
So there's still like a big family room and kitchen and bedroom and then playroom, and so there's still like
want to tuck you away.
storage.
He's in the
Yeah,
house.
there's still there's still lots of space, even though I have a good portion of the basement.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
So
That's
is this a custom house? So you were able to help
I
design
designed
it yourself?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Nice.
I'm an engineering teacher, and so I've been doing floor plans for a long time.
Oh, very cool.
And so, but I usually do like robotics and computer science and things like that. But designing houses is no problem.
Oh, very cool.
And so this is your dream house.
Yeah, basically. The shower that my wife has that we have in our bedroom, it's a walk-in shower. Like it's so big. It's so big. Like you could literally have the whole family in there and there'd still be room. It's that big.
Eric's
It has
so
like-
big.
Yeah,
So.
it has like a rain shower.
Yeah, my entire
and, like,
tribe in there.
it looks like something you see at like a resort hotel
Oh,
kind of
very
thing.
nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, if it's gonna be your forever home and its dreams come true, you have to go for it, right?
Yeah, it was expensive, but but yeah.
What else are you
Luckily,
doing money? Leave it to triplets. Like,
yeah. I mean, it's what we spend our money on mostly. So
for sure.
like we don't really
Yeah.
do like any crazy vacations or things like that. I mean, so if you're gonna spend your money, you may as well spend on things that you know you're gonna enjoy.
Absolutely.
So are the triplets into Lego or not so much?
My one daughter, she likes the Minecraft Lego, and the other daughter likes the brickheads. My son's kind of like hit or miss. Like I did make him build. It wasn't a Lego technically. It was a Pokeball from Mega Bloks.
Nice.
And so they had them on sale at Target. So I bought 2 of them, and it's like, you know what? You're gonna sit your butt down, and we're gonna build these together. And so we built Pokeballs together. So, yeah.
Was this recent?
Yeah, it was like maybe a year ago, but it was just
Okay.
like. I
How'd
was
you
just
like to build?
It was cool. I like the Pokemon sets from Mega Bloks, and I have a variety of Lego things from like Blue Bricks and things like that.
Okay.
So
You're not a Lego purist. You're apt to dabble into the other construction bricks.
well, yeah. I mean, I won't add my Blue Bricks to my Lego, but I will add Lego to my Blue Bricks. So like, I try to keep them. You know, obviously like separate, like where I know. Yeah. What's up, Brandon? So like I'll basically, like right now I have a skyscraper behind me. I don't know if you can see part of it sticking out of the box. It's let me see if I can get it. See that tower sticking up there in the background. That's only it's actually as tall as the roller coaster, but it's like it's a modular. So what I'm doing to it right now is actually doing like a Lego interior of it. And so I'm doing like a faux elevator and things like that in there, and then I'll have a whole because it's a more architectural set, but it looks like basically like an Empire State Building. It's a really cool looking set, and I kind of customized the bottom floor so that it's easier to take apart. And but like I said, I'll add Lego to my Blue Brick sets, but I won't take my Blue Bricks and add it to like a Lego sets.
Right. Do you have plans to bring any mocks then for next year's Brickle Chicago, or?
Yeah, I mean, we plan Jesse's Brick Galaxy. I think we're still going to do. We haven't decided on the exact thing yet. At least I haven't seen anything yet. But we may do some more D&D. We talked about maybe doing some like Marvel, something Marvel.
Okay.
So
okay, that's cool.
Were you part of the collab this year?
Yeah, I was part of the Dungeons Dragons collab. Yeah,
I thought so.
Liked it.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was an honor,
Yeah.
just being a part of the team. And
you're a city guy, but like, what are your other favorite themes besides city?
I at one time I did quite a bit of castle. I have a lot of castle. I mean, people would probably lose their stuff if they saw like all my wolf pack and like all the original like Merrymen and things like that I have. Yeah. So I mean, I like those. I do like the Lord of the Rings sets. I'm a big Batman fan. So I do have like the Tumbler, and I have like the 89 Batmobile, and I have like the Batwing. I don't really do a ton of Technic, but I will dabble in a few things. And I do like I do have like the Dune Ornithopter and things like that.
Star Wars? What about Star Wars?
Oh yeah, I like. Okay, Star Wars is another thing.
I like everything.
I do have the 99 sets when they first came out. However, I also have an insane amount of Kenner Star Wars action figures that are still at the other house that I'll be bringing in. But like I still have a whole bunch of like red back and green back figures from. I was working with my friend. He had a comic shop, and he would work the swap meets in California. So he needed help. And so what he would do is he would like basically pay me action figures and comic books. So like he would just pay me an inventory. And so I have like a stupid amount of figures and play sets and things like that. So I just like, well, I can't have all the Star Wars action figures and buy all the Star Wars Lego. It was just kind of like too much, too much overlap. And I was like, I'll just focus on the city. Yeah, just too much. So I do buy a few here and there. I did buy the one with Bane, and I did buy the Mandalorian's ship, because they were unique ships, and they're not that big. I do want to buy the Ghost, the newest Ghost, because I didn't buy the original Ghost.
What about the new the new sail barge?
Yeah, I mean, it's cool, but I don't know. I don't know. Like my wife, every time we go to Lego store, she would always say like the Millennium Falcon UCS shit. It's like, don't you want that one? It's like, yeah, it's really cool, but like, what am I going to do with it?
Yeah,
I'm just like, what am I going to do with it? It's like,
it's good,
But the funny thing is though, we'll go to the store, and then all of a sudden she'll be like, I'll be walking around like in the Pick a Brick or whatever, and all of a sudden I see like 4 botanical sets and like other things on the counter, like that she wants to get, and she, you know, like I said, doesn't build it herself, but
Oh,
she's
she
like,
doesn't. Okay, I was gonna ask.
yeah, she's like, you're getting these, right? And I'm like, okay.
Yeah, you're getting
I guess
these.
Make
I guess I'm
make
getting
these.
these.
I
So
want to put it up now.
so I do have the
Make it-
botanicals because my wife likes the botanicals.
But it's
You have
okay
all the
if you-
botanicals that have come out so far.
The only one I don't have, like, I have the potted plants and things from that, but I haven't bought any of the newer ones. Yeah, they have them on sale at Sam's Club right now. I might grab a couple of
Oh,
of
we don't
them.
have a Sam's Club. That's
And
another.
then
Just Costco.
Yeah,
Partner
we
with
have-
Walmart.
Yeah, but then I didn't buy the Bird of Paradise because I didn't really care for that one.
Mm.
Because that one has Technic.
No,
That one's all-
I just didn't really. I had a
Wanted
Bird
to
of
work.
Paradise in my backyard when I grew up.
Yeah.
in
Oh, like a
California.
real one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like I didn't really like it then, and I didn't really like it as a Lego. So
Yeah.
I was
Fair.
like,
That was like really sought out. Like even my friends that are in the Lego space were like, "Oh, have you seen the Birds of Paradise?" And I was like, "The ones with the wings, wing pieces." They're like, "Yeah, that one. I want that one." I was like, "Okay."
yeah, I did
I don't know.
enjoy like the tulips, and I did enjoy not the tulips, the orchids, and
Yeah,
Orchids
the orchid is beautiful.
Yeah,
really good.
It's nice.
I like that they had a cool vase and things.
But even like again, like very cool element use of Lego. Like we did the wildflowers together, and just very like when you look at the
Yeah.
pieces that they use, oh, that's cool. Things like
The
that.
the succulents were fun.
Oh, you'll see
So,
the succulents in here. Mm.
No, those aren't
Yeah.
succulents.
Oh, yes, the succulents. No, like the one that we have
square ones
upstairs,
upstairs,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
but I thought that was fun too because like a cool you could give somebody else. Like my daughter built a couple of them, and it was kind of cool.
We do run out of places to display it though, right? And
Mhm.
sometimes I'm like maybe I'll bring them to work, but then I feel like work will just take them away from me.
So your daughters who like the Minecraft and the brickheads, do they
Mhm.
display that in their own rooms? Do they have their own setup?
No,
They're all here.
there's a pile of them over there.
They're still really my property.
They're gonna
the
become
Lego.
part of your
Yeah, like
filler
here,
for
like
your
over
kids.
here. I don't know if you can see it. There's a box of brickheads that are unbuilt over there somewhere. Where are
Daily
they?
Bugle.
Where are they?
Dungeons and
Right there.
Dragons,
There's a box of brickheads right there.
Chuck Taylors.
You know,
Just like everything else.
there's everything here. It's like, you know.
You say
Well,
there's
I got some GI Joe right
Yeah,
there
yeah.
too.
What?
Oh, some
I got
classifieds?
I got a Cobra.
G.I.
Ass.
Joe. G.I.
Yeah, yeah.
What am I?
I actually
so
have a
sad.
guy that wants to buy my GI Joe. I have a Pterodome, like the original
Oh,
Pterodome toy.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Joe. I don't know the
I have the
term.
original GI Joe base too.
House.
Oh, I remember
wow.
the base. I remember the base.
Yeah, the Pterodome's the round one that has the ship that comes up the middle. It was the one where they had like Destro, and it was the new Cobra Commander one too. With the movie.
Did you have these also on display?
Sergeant Slaughter.
Or like,
They're at the other house. They're just in random boxes right now. But
oh, okay.
I also have a
So-
stupid amount of like Star Trek Playmates toys too. I have
Nothing's
like
a stupid amount. We're collectors here.
forgot
We don't
about
even
that.
know what it's for.
I have the Next Generation
Next
bridge.
generation.
Yeah, and I have the one that my daughter likes to play with is I have the transporter that has like the mirror with the light, so it has like does the trick where it shines the light, it makes them look like they disappear. Yeah, that's the
Oh.
Pterodome. Yeah, I have that one. Yeah,
Oh.
This one here.
yeah, that's the one I have.
So when your kids were growing up, would they play with these, I guess? Or
These are dad's toys.
Hmm.
No, those are my. Yeah, but I'm old.
Never. We're always children.
Look at these classic characters.
Wow.
They got the twins.
Yeah,
I had the,
I have
um,
and
was a-
Serpentor.
It was a helicopter. What was it called?
Oh, with the
Which one?
cowboy? The cowboy.
No, didn't have a cowboy. It was like it was a re-release too. It was like Jungle Force or something.
Oh yeah, I have that one. I have that one.
yeah.
Yeah, I have that one.
I had that one. I wish I kept it nice because there's a YouTuber that I watched called Toy Federation.
Mhm.
It's a buy, sell, trade store, and they do like videos of people that
Vintage
trade their
toys.
stuff.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he brought in like all their Joes, and I was like, they're gonna pay almost $1,300 for this like tote.
Just because when we were little kids, we just played with it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
I have a
People
friend who
like
wants to buy my
hard
GI
hat.
Joe that I might sell because I don't really have
Play with
need
it so
for
much. It doesn't bring you as much joy.
Well, I
right?
just don't. I don't know. I have so much other stuff. I don't really.
Yeah.
I know this is it, right? Even with, like with our kids, all this stuff, it's like you guys get to piece it out one day.
Part it out.
Yeah.
I mean, the Lego. I don't know how much it's worth, but it's worth a lot. I mean, I have a ton of Lego.
Well, over Niagara Falls, which is about an hour away from us, right before we cross to Buffalo, New York, there's actually a
Museum.
street there. Yeah, but there's a museum in this exhibition street. Like they have all these different playhouses, or and one of it is a person's collection of Lego that filled this entire building. Somewhere in Niagara Falls, and people pay to get in to see his entirety, and a lot of it's mock. Like he has like a mountain, alpine mountains, like different scenes, different city scenes. I can't remember what it's called, but and it's not a lot to pay, and I think it's maybe $10 per person because it's right near like one of those Ripley Believe It or Not museums, kind of very touristy area, and yeah, it's like someone's collection, and it's maybe I think 2 rooms worth, like 2 full. So what do we do with all this Lego? Other than right, one day you can charge people entry into your basement, like 2025 June, around that time.
Maybe. Yeah.
Right?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I want to be a spectacle, but I mean,
Yeah.
True. Plus the access to the house, they'd have to come into the house, and they don't have like an exterior door that it would be a little more disruptive to life, I guess.
No, for sure.
So Bricklock's been to a lot of Brick World Chicago events. What was the first one that you've been to?
It was 2012.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Was that at the old venue?
That was at the one in North Shore. Yeah, it was at the hotel up there, where it was only about a third the size of what it is now.
Oh,
was that the first year it opened? Like, or is it?
It was 2007, I think, was the first
really?
one. I was going to go to the 2008 one, but my wife went pre-eclamptic and had the triplets.
I was going to say your triplets were born probably.
Yeah. So like the beauty thing though is I did get to hold my son for the first time on Father's Day, which would have been a Sunday at Brick World. So it was worth it.
Oh, very nice.
And so that first 2012 event, how different was it than it is now? Like what? People different?
Relaxed.
It was I don't know. I mean, it was still a really nice display. It was always a good show. One thing that Mark and Brian was the original owner of Brick World, and he sold it to Mark Larson. And so like Brian did a really good job, and Mark was always around too, and other people. But like they spent a lot of time building a community, and building relationships with a lot of these builders and whatnot. And like long before like YouTube and Twitch and Instagram existed, like it was much more of a community built around just a common interest. And over the years, Mark bought it, unfortunately, right when COVID hit. And then but then one thing about COVID is it also exploded the interest of Lego even more, because everyone was trapped and everybody just started building Lego, and all of a sudden like, oh, here's Brick World. And Brick World was already big, but then people came to the show in 2022, and it was just like crazy. And then 2023 was insane, and then 2024 was even crazier than that. And next year, who knows what's going to happen?
Yeah, even more. Yeah. Like we were talking with Matt last week, and he said on the Twitch side, even like it just kind of doubled and tripled, and they're expecting even more people from Twitch.
No, it won't. Yeah, there'll be more people maybe from Twitch, but as far as the size of the convention, it's not going to get much bigger, at least where they're at. Mark, I think he said that he's capping it at like 2,000 people, at least as far as exhibitors and convention goers. Obviously, the people who come and see the show, it can be as many people are willing to come, but because he wants to make sure that there's enough rooms and enough things that it doesn't get too crazy. And if he moves it to Chicago, where it's like closer into town, where there might be some bigger spaces, it really reduces the amount of accessibility to the people displaying. And because like the one thing about Schaumburg is that being in the suburbs, there's places for them to bring their trucks and trailers, and there's places to park. parking downtown Chicago with a truck and trailer. I don't even want to know how much that would cost.
Yeah.
I don't want
Like,
to know.
you know, it's like you just hand them your wallet and say, please
First
take care of
round.
my stuff, you know,
For
and
sure.
like, and
Yes.
and
And then
like
daily, right?
yeah. And I mean, it's just insane. So I think the biggest thing holding up expanding the space, and I don't know if Mark wants it to be any bigger than it is, because I mean it's already bigger.
Really big. Right.
Yeah, it's already bigger than the one in Europe. So in Denmark,
Yeah.
It's the biggest, is it not?
yeah, at this point it is.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So
Brick Fair is pretty big too, but I'm not
yeah,
sure.
Brick. I don't really care for Brick Fair. I've been there. It has a nice display. There's some really good builds there. There's some really nice people out in that region that do a really good job. There's a huge, and I know I can't say huge enough, but there's a significant amount of people out there that like Bionicle, and I don't know what it is. Holy moly! Well, when I was there last, there was more Bionicle than there was Star Wars.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
And there was some amazing Bionicle there, because like they took it to the next level of you know, Power Rangers, like Megazords, kind of like they took Bionicle and like made crazy things with it, but it was just like, holy cow, this is a lot of Bionicle. And so, and you know, but there's also a good military presence at Brick Fair. There's some really good. I mean, Charm City Bricks, who I work with, they're really cool out there. But it's just not the same. The convention hall is more of a kind of like a, what do they call it, like an exhibit hall,
Like Expo. It's Expo.
yeah, expo hall, and then the hotel is like across. There's a Walmart, and then the hotel is across the parking lot. So there's not really as many like hangout spots and things to be. There's no like restaurants right there that are like in the convention area that you could get to really quickly.
They have a Jollibee now.
I mean, Brickmania is right around the corner,
Yeah.
you know, from it, and it's cool. But I don't know. I didn't enjoy it as much as other, you know, as some of the other ones. You know, I do want to get the bricks.
What other ones have you been to?
Well, I mean, I've been to all the other brick rolls, and I've been to some of the smaller ones around. But like, I want to go to Slopes. I'd love to see Cody's, you know, convention out in Utah sometime. But the problem is, being a teacher, we start school like on the 18th of August, and that convention is like the next week. So it's like you tell your principal, hey, I want to go. Hey, Shy, I want to go to
leave on a short leave.
Yeah,
Just to like do some research.
Yeah. You know, well, I know, but it's just a lot to ask in the first week of school, you know, and like, so eventually I might get out there at some point. So yeah.
What is it? High school you teach?
Actually, I teach middle school. I used to teach. I did university, and I've done high school, and right now I do middle school.
Nice.
The most formative age.
Grade 7 and 8, or 6, 7, and 8.
Yeah, I mean, I teach computer science and robotics and mechanical engineering. So.
Wow, they learned that in middle school.
Yeah,
now.
well, it is right. Like, I mean, even like summer camps. Remember, like when our oldest was even young, it's like there's Lego summer camps, and then you add like sploosh of robotics in there if you want to. Like it's and then little kids in kindergarten, I think part of the curriculum is coding.
Yeah, geez.
Like it's all there. You're speaking a whole different language already, right?
Yeah, like I have my students right now. They're making video games, and I had a student come up to me, and I taught them, you know, how to make a joystick, you know, like on the tablet. And so there's multiple types, and then I had one come up to me. He's like, I want a joystick that like rotates the thing like a tank, you know. So okay, well, let's do that too. So we sat and we problem solved through the whole process, and then we made a little like, you know, asteroids tank rotating kind of thing. So
cool.
So yeah,
It turns out.
Well, I'm one of those teachers where if I have a student that wants to do something, I encourage it. I'm like I don't care if it's in the curriculum or not. If there's something that interests them, I was just like, sure, what the heck, we'll go do it, you know.
Sure.
Do your students know about your Lego collection?
They know some. They don't know everything, but and that's one of the reasons why I don't VOD. I don't care if I'm on other people's VODs. I just don't really VOD myself.
Yeah.
Just to keep my privacy, you know, for you know,
right.
Yeah, especially
my
for
personal life and whatnot, you know. If they end up finding me, this and that, I don't really care, but you know.
Right.
It doesn't.
But it's
really
a lot of
bother
kids
me.
over the many years, right? Like
Yeah.
again, in terms
Yeah,
of
I mean,
private-
I've been teaching for like 24 years.
yeah.
Have any of them saw you like at Brick World Chicago, like later on when they were maybe 10 years down the road? They become AFOLs themselves?
I don't know. I'm pretty discreet in the local community. You
Yeah.
know, when I'm in the Lego community,
It's
I'm
hard
much
not to
more.
see you though at Brick World Chicago. You're like, oh, there's Bricklock right there.
Yeah, I gotta stand out in that
Never-
regard.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Does any of your Lego make it to school? Like, have you ever made?
Oh yeah, I've got a lot of Lego at school.
Oh, okay,
I have like, but my whole back wall is Lego.
Your
Oh,
coworkers
cool.
know.
Oh yeah. I mean, I have the original Taj Mahal there. I've got
Oh, yeah.
the what is it? The Saturn V's there. I got a lot of my space stuff there. The NASA space station's there. Apollo landing is there. London Bridge is the original London Bridge is there.
It's a big
I-
area.
All big
Cool.
stuff.
I
The
know.
entire
Well, my-
school
yeah.
has your collection. That's your other space.
Well, my classroom is like 4,000 square feet.
Oh.
So yeah, I've got a lot of space in there. So I'm very I mean, like I have 20 3D printers. I've got all my workbenches. I've got like 32 computers in there. I've got another lab to like just has tables in it, you know. I have like the biggest classroom in the building.
So after the field trip to Bricklock's house, then the next field trip is to the school to see
Yeah.
your collection there.
Yeah, I could take you over. It's not that far. It's not that far. It's another 10 minutes away. So yeah, but I mean, it's yeah. I mean, I like the kids to be able to kind of see, and like my classroom's crazy because I have like SpaceX and Tesla and like Rivian and ULA rocket ships everywhere on my walls and stuff, and just big old flags and banners. I have I got these cool Art Deco posters that SpaceX made of like Mars like tourist sites, you know, so like the Valles Marineris, you know, like they make it look like it's just like a advertisement for a vacation. And so I have like those on my wall. I've got my Xbox and my PlayStation 5 like boxes like against the wall. I have the original news film from the original Apollo landings, and like where it has like the exposés on all the families up on the wall. It looks a lot. I have a globe of Mars sitting on my file cabinet. I have the solar the eclipse, the Technic eclipse set that they just released, you know, that has the orbit of the moon. So like I have things.
Somebody did buy that. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, I love that set. It's a cool set. It's actually one of the coolest sets that they've done. It's very well done.
Cool. Yeah.
But I want my kids to come into my room and see like there might be something that can make a connection where they
Yeah.
they're just talking moments, you know. It's like they'll ask me, is the PlayStation 5 really in that box? I'm like, no, it's just the box. Just sitting there on my wall, it probably wouldn't be a very good use of one. So yeah. I said the real one's at my house, but the box is here because it's cool.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I just I mean, yeah.
Besides the mock that you did with like the collaboration this year, what other mocks have you brought along the years, like previously to Brick World Chicago?
I haven't really displayed it much at Brick World. This was my first big display. Last year I mostly just hung out and helped people.
How did it feel like then, having your work there for people to see?
It was cool. I mean, it like I said, working with Jesse, you know, all the guys, Larry and everybody, it was just really cool just working with them. And it was definitely a good experience and something I want to do more of. Once I have my own, like, the problem with mocking is like I've been living in boxes for so many years. It's kind of hard to mock like things I really want to do. But now that I actually have my a space for it, then I can start digging out all my stuff. Then I'll have more opportunities.
Yeah.
So I guess your Lego wasn't organized in those Sterilite drawers before, but are you gonna start doing like the
bins and whatnot? Like the like you mean like the drawers and shelves and things?
Well, like how people have like those pull-out drawers and
yeah. I eventually I might have that. I mean, I have a lot of parts that I need to sort and whatnot that I've bought over the years. mostly for my airport, because like I want to do the airport. I want to do like a cargo terminal, multiple, terminals for airplanes to come to, main terminal, hotel, parking garage, so it's going to be a pretty big, like if I get that built at some point in the next couple of years, I might bring it to Brickworld Chicago and have it be a display.
Is it going to be like the O'Hare Airport?
No, the design I have right now that I've laid out is more custom. It resembles more of the California airports.
Okay.
It's a lot of open windows. Some resemblance of the if you ever been to Denver, the airport in Denver. So it has some cool little like feelings of that. But I mean, I want to do like a tram that goes underneath it and this and that, like lots of So.
You grew up in California? You mentioned California before.
I grew up in San Diego. Yeah. My dad was in the Navy, but he grew up here. Where we live now is where he grew up. But so like I spent like almost every summer growing up in this area. And so when my wife she wasn't getting along with her family real well, especially her mom, and like so when we were together, and like she said, "Oh, let's move." So then we ended up moving to the East Coast in Maryland for a while. And then she kind of found a career path that she liked. So then we moved back here to Illinois, and she finished up her degree here in special ed. And so we've been here ever since.
There.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Go Navy. Go Navy. Whiskey.
Yeah, go Navy. Beat Army.
Yeah. My dad retired as a captain. So.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
So you've been coast to coast, really, like live pretty much.
Yeah, I've lived in every time zone other than Hawaii and Alaska, Hawaii. So I've lived in Colorado. I've lived in, Maryland, California, Illinois. So.
But you're gonna stay in Illinois. That's good.
I like Illinois a lot. It's affordable. Where I live, I can literally get to 4 major cities within a couple hours. I can get to St. Louis, I can get to Chicago, I can get to Indianapolis, I can get to the Quad Cities. I can go, I get to Minneapolis just a little bit longer than that, So there's just a lot of cool places I can get to.
Plus, you have the deep dish too. I had to slide that in.
Well, we do. We were actually the first town to get a Giordano's outside of Chicago.
Really?
Yeah. We are also the first city to get a Portillo's outside of Chicago.
Ooh.
You're talking Schaumburg or
No. Where I live, we're south of Chicago, but the point is like, it's a college town, so there's. At one point where I live nearby, we had more restaurants per person than any other city in the entire country.
Wow.
Oh,
And so it's always been known as a big test market area, and so when they wanted to branch outside of the Chicago area, we were kind of like a natural spot. So
Right. Are there any specialized, like, family owned deep dish pizzas in your location, or are they mostly like franchises? You said,
oh no, we have a lot of pizza places here in town, and they have their own variety of like, we have one place that does, it's kind of an interesting pizza. It's not a deep dish like pie.
Oh, okay.
But Portillo's is out. Yeah, they've branched out now. Yeah, they're everywhere. But it's like
Portillo's here.
It's a thick crust pizza, but what they do is it has like a crushed tomato base, and then they pour the toppings on top of that. But it's a very kind of spongy, like deep dish, and but it's not like the pie, like where the sauce goes everywhere.
Right.
What's your favorite? What's your favorite deep dish restaurant?
I like Giordano's.
Giordano's,
yeah.
And which pizza?
Giordano's is great. I'm more of a thin crust pizza, and like so like my favorite pizza place for just pizza in general is Aurelio's. Aurelio's in Chicago is like, it's a really, really good. It's like
Happy it right now. We're driving there this weekend.
Aurelio's pizza. Oh my gosh, Aurelio's.
And what kind of pizza at Aurelio's?
They have a variety. It's more of a thinner crust pizza. Their sauce is like super, super tasty, and you can't go wrong. When my wife and I go to Chicago Cubs games, there's one like within just a few blocks of Wrigley, and so we'll go there.
Orilio.
Aurelius, no, it's a A.
Hey.
Begins with an A.
Oh.
Yeah.
Aurelius.
Like aura, like or.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is now on the list. This is the reason
Yeah,
why we go to Chicago all year.
Oh yeah, Aurelio's is, like I said, it's not deep dish. Like they're not like known for their deep dish. They're not like Geno's or Giordano's or like Uno or anything like that. They're more like classic pizza, but it's, oh my gosh, dude. And they're everywhere. There's tons of them. There's tons of them. I don't know how many.
Oh, okay.
I think there's like 20 of them or something in Chicago area.
We didn't even hear about
there's actually one in Detroit, which is just 3 hours away. You're off tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yeah, Aurelius is really good. It's really, really good.
Yeah, Bricklock sat with us at Giordano's this past
right.
year. We had the barbecue and the cheese.
The meat one, and then they had the what was the margarita pizza, or whatever it was.
And a thin crust came out.
Yeah, that was the margarita pizza. Yeah,
that's right. That's right.
Yeah, I mean, everywhere they have like every place has a thinner crust pizza. They don't just have deep dish.
Yeah. No, that's what we have here in Toronto.
But I think it was like a set menu.
Yeah, I mean, when they do a big catered party like that, they just do like 3 or 4
flavor ones.
Different, to make it just more classic ones.
Yeah. I'm getting hungry again. Stop. Okay,
maybe
maybe we need to go to the next
segment. The next segment,
which
is,
I know it's sweater weather, but
time.
Pizza.
I had
share your stories. Share your stories. Share your stories. Weekly recap.
Pizza recap.
You had pizza?
Yeah.
You had pizza this week.
I had pizza.
So you went to another wedding, didn't you?
Oh yeah, I've had a lot of weddings this year.
Dang,
Sorry, I'm just
time.
trying to remember. I know I went to like a wedding last Sunday. And then I have one final wedding in a couple.
But
of
it was
weeks.
like a wedding / play, wasn't it?
Yeah. So
Nice.
it was just a full day. Actually, I like musicals and I like Broadway shows in general. So there's actually a town about an hour out of Toronto called Stratford. That's actually where Justin Bieber's from, and they have like a theater. They have like a theater.
I'm sorry.
Area there. And I watched Peter Pan for the first time, and Peter Pan.
Oh, wow.
But it wasn't like the Disney.
No,
Peter Pan.
it's based on J.M. Barrie's book, Peter Pan in general, right?
Yeah.
And this theater production is not a musical. It was how it was presented, and it's actually called Wendy and Peter. And I didn't realize Peter Pan is a sad story. Like it's a sad story. Like Disneyfies a lot of the stories they present to us, right? Like even the most scariest fairy tales aren't presented as so scary. But with Peter Pan, I didn't realize it was actually a tragic story. And
growing old is real. I mean,
growing old is real. But no, like even how there's Wendy and Michael and John, they had a third brother who had passed away as a child. And that was actually shown in the theater production. And that's why they were looking for him, or Wendy was always looking for him. And when Peter presents himself, she thought that Peter knows where her lost brother, the lost boy is.
Oh, that's the lost boy.
Yeah, and there's also like a whole, and they make it fun and they make it, but it's very interesting because the casting now, it isn't like you're Peter Pan, you're male, or you're Captain Hook, you're male. Like it's who is the best actor. Who,
you were saying Peter Pan was played by a woman.
No,
right?
usually Peter Pan in Broadway is actually by like a woman because they're more lithe in physique. It's actually a male character this time around, but even Captain Hook was a female.
Okay.
But just interesting sort of like take
Did she wear like a mustache?
No, she's a woman. Like Captain Hook.
Okay.
Like
So now you need to watch the movie Finding Neverland. Have you seen that?
I think I saw that when I was younger.
It's Finding Neverland.
It's like from
based
the
on the play?
1990s, right? It's
Johnny Depp's in it.
Yes, and I think it's J.M. Barrie's life, right? I think
it was good.
Yeah, I remember seeing that when I was younger, but I feel like as I'm getting older, you see things again and you have more perspective, right? Like there's a richness that you see it. Anyways, it was a good play still. I'm just so used to like musicals that at any moment I'm like, and go to song, but it isn't like that, right? And I feel like I don't really watch a lot of theater plays. Maybe a long time ago when I was younger, I probably watched The Philadelphia Story, and that one also had no musical. Of course, Harry Potter, The Cursed Child was not a musical. So sitting through that, I was just waiting for them to like.
That's in Chicago right now.
Oh, is it? Yeah,
Oh.
it was here last year.
Wicked's coming back to Chicago. It might be there during Bristol. So
yeah, Wicked just left us. This year has been a lot of musicals, a lot of plays. It's just too hard to choose.
A Wicked field trip.
A Wicked field trip
with Ariana Grande.
Well, maybe not that, but the movie's coming out too. So yeah, and then I had a wedding. So that was like that weekend, and it was just all work and less play this week for me. Anyways,
how about you, Eric? How's your week?
It was good. I mean, we got, like I said, we got a big portion of things moved. In the past week, we kind of took a little bit of a break.
Is there still more? Oh yeah, you did say there's still more.
It's mostly just like garage clutter and a lot of my Star Wars toys. But
we have Star Wars stuff too.
Do you come to the new house? Do you stay?
What's your time frame that you have to get everything out of the old house then?
We're going to try and get it all out by maybe like the 7th or so.
Okay.
So it's kind of like.
Did you have to get like a garbage bin? Like I know, like every time friends move, they toss a bunch of things.
We'll be taking some truckloads to the dump. So.
Yeah, it's a big move.
I mean, it is a big move, and it's like because the house we were at before, we were there for 12 years.
Okay.
So
were your kids sad that they had to leave the house?
Oh yeah,
you know, like
the house they grew up
in. My daughter is very sentimental, and so yeah, she was a little bit. The one thing she likes about this house though is since it's so big, and she like one of the nicknames I give her is Skippy. She likes to skip around, and this house you can literally like go all over the place and like not bump into them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's kind of nice, and in the acreage here we're on like 1.7 acres. We have a lot of yards. And, we're growing grass in there. Hopefully we'll have grass in springtime. I mean, hopefully it grows this fall. But, it's going to rain. But yeah, I mean, it's obviously there's some nostalgia because that's how they were nostalgia. But they all have their own rooms now. They have.
Nice.
So. There's 5 bedrooms in this house, and there's like.
Were they born in the other house? Like that was
no,
because it's 12 years. Yes, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And this is it. Like in a few more years, they might, go wherever for university, college. You guys are going to be.
You're going to have more Lego rooms upstairs.
More Lego.
Well, I mean, the problem with this day and age with these kids in general is you don't kind of know when they're going to come back, and so.
Yeah. You're already prepared for that, right?
The house is designed, it's meant to be like a homestead house, it's like our forever house. So, if they ever get married, have kids and whatnot, we'll have plenty of room for that kind of thing. If we end up having extended stays, like when they're older, that it's not going to be like a burden, Yeah. I mean, like the basement that I'm in now, besides my Lego space, like I said, there's a whole master suite that my son has. He's got this stupid apartment basically. And then there's the big family room that, and it has a kitchen attached to it and all that. And then I'm going to do a board game table and then there's another room off the side of it that has like the exercise equipment in it. And that room's like 400 square feet by itself.
Wow.
So it's like they can come downstairs and I'll be tucked away in this room. They'll never know I'm around, but they'll have basically an entire house.
Yeah.
And so like if they were to be here for a long period of time, you're not going to be like fumbling over each other.
Right.
So,
yeah.
In about 15 years, you're going to have a whole generation of little people.
Who knows? Yeah, I mean, that's the hope. I mean, if I mean, I don't know how many kids my kids might have, but
the doubling rate is doubling rate. And
whatever we get, it'd be a blessing. It'd be a blessing. I'm not going to be like you have to have this many kids or you can't come home until you have at least
5 each. No.
So, but I mean, I plan on retiring in about 10 years or so, and then after that, if they have kids and they need us to take care of them, then while they're doing whatever,
you have the space for it.
Oh yeah, we got a yard big enough for them the kids to run around. We want to do a pool eventually, and so.
Oh, cool.
You mentioned board game table, and I know you do Critical Bricks D&D with Jesse. Does your family play any D&D? Do you do that with the kids?
My daughters are kind of interested in a little bit. We haven't started it yet, but I think once we get things set up, we might be able to entice some of their friends to maybe come over, and I can kind of teach them how to do it.
Do you have your own D&D set yet?
I have the D&D set, the new one. Yeah, the tower, the dragon. Yeah, I haven't built it yet. It's behind me over there.
Oh somewhere. No, I meant
the board game.
The board game.
Like
your own D&D board game.
A board game, but you mean the books and stuff? Like I have here
the modules in the handbook.
Right next to me. I got
Okay. I don't even know how it works. I thought it was like a.
It's not.
Oh dang! You're gonna DM. Nice.
I don't even.
It's not a
just
board game per se, but it's they call it tabletop. It's a tabletop.
Yeah.
Okay.
We need to get our lingo.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah. I don't know the lingo.
Nick is itching to play.
My cat is enjoying cuddles right now. He's like,
oh hi.
He's like,
oh my gosh.
What's his name? This is Seiko.
Oh.
He's a Tonkinese. So he's like, he's been enjoying my lap right now. So he's
my cat. Yeah, I'm gonna die.
Jeremy, how about you? How was your week?
Actually, not too much this week. Since Friday, we did. I think last weekend we went and did a couple hikes in Sedona. But then
Wasn't
we
there
started
a birthday trip or anything. I thought
that's coming up in the next week or so.
Okay.
What is it? Less than 2 weeks from now, we be Andrea's 40th birthday. So
very good. Another trip.
Another trip. Yep. So we've been discussing what we're going to be doing for it. It's going to be a short one, so not too much, but we're still planning that out. Got a couple hikes in before the weather started getting back above 100 again.
Oh, it got hot again.
So it got hot again during the week, so not too much there.
I still thought you and Andrew are like 2 years older than me.
No.
This whole time. Keep forgetting. I was like, wow.
Yep, you keep forgetting.
I think of Maria too. I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah.
And what about Bricklock?
I'm like,
because basically Maria, Nick, him. Yeah, Harold, you're the baby out of all of us.
I'm the baby in this group.
But then did a little bit of, I'm not going to say a Lego hunt, but I went and bought some Lego today, actually. So
okay. Very relevant.
We had pizza.
Oh, yeah. And of course, it's Friday. We knew Maria's going to talk about pizza, so we had pizza today. We made it.
Oh, you made it.
From
Jeremy
and
yes. We had a eggplant with caramelized onions, hummus, and a balsamic reduction pizza.
Yeah, usually on Fridays, my mom takes the boys over to her place. It's been a weekly tradition, call it, or weekly, just end of the week, and she'll usually treat them to pizza. But today they did not have pizza.
Yeah, I think Hayden wanted chicken.
Yeah, he wanted chicken tenders. He's like, more protein. I'm like,
because he's in basketball now.
He's in basketball. He's in cross country. He's
your one athletic child.
Our one athletic child. Yeah. No, last night, we have basketball. I call it boot camp. It's intense.
Yeah.
It's from 8 p.m. to 9:30, and
they do like the in football where they have the
string ladder on the ground.
Yeah.
So they're doing like their push-ups, and they have to jump up from step to step.
Oh dang.
Yeah, and I mean he doesn't. These are like young kids. They're like grade 5 to grade 8. He's grade 5. They don't have any upper body, so they're just like basically like
it looks like
killing the floor. But I get inspired with their.
They have like the tennis balls, and they're like throwing it up, clapping behind their hand, doing all this stuff that's not basketball, but with other
reflexes.
I was just thinking, as we get back into winter, I'm like, I would hate this going. Anyhow, it is part of the joy of things like that. How about you, Harold?
Well, today's my last day of my little vacation.
Oh, sorry.
He moved his
setup.
I noticed. I saw quiet there.
Changed out the whole layout of my office now.
You already packed? Started packing?
Yeah, I already started packing a little bit.
Oh, your castle is blocking the lights. That's why I was like,
Yeah,
"Where's
so
where's your thing?"
what's going on? Here's some of my sealed sets. I need to get a tote. If you guys remember, this whole thing was like filled with plastic totes. Now that's
Yeah.
in my storage closet, and in that closet, this is actually organized now.
What?
Oh,
I'm
good.
proud.
It's
No, it's
stuff.
not. I don't believe it.
Stuff, yeah.
It's
I
so
believe
now
you.
I have a shelf here. I randomly found this shelving, so now I'm just gonna put my UCS sets there.
Is that your Venator?
Yeah, that's my Venator.
That's a big shelf then.
Yeah, so it's pretty neat. But basically, I changed everything so that me and my son could just be beside each other.
Oh, that's his monitor.
Oh, cute.
Yeah, and then there's like more room. It was like kind of like crunched over where that my Venator was at. I kind of felt sad. I was like, oh, I'll move it so that you stop ramming into the table.
Did you block the other door?
What a
Huh?
nice dad.
Yeah, I know.
Did you block the door?
Oh no! What? I could open and close this door.
Okay. I didn't know
So
if you
now
blocked
if
that one or
I'm
not.
fire, I'm
I
not.
didn't know there were
like,
two doors. I didn't know there were two doors. I thought it was
Yep.
just one door.
Yeah,
That one
'cause I
goes to the
blocked
bathroom.
it. Now I can go to the bathroom.
So when are you gonna start packing everything?
January.
Okay.
That's when
So
I'm
you have
actually
some-
gonna start like boxing everything. Probably like tear down the castle.
Oh, wow.
You gotta get tips from Bricklock of how to
Pack effectively.
everything.
Well, how far are you
This
moving?
is my first time packing this stuff. Remember? DC, I packed everything, put it in like storage for 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of the mocks that I kept stayed intact. Like I kept all the packaging from all the figures and stuff I accumulated over the years.
You used all the foam.
Yeah, all that foam stuff. Yeah.
How far is the storage unit from your place?
Secret?
He's packing because he's moving.
Oh.
It's walkable.
Oh, it's walkable. Okay.
Yeah.
So you don't have to get like a moving van. You can just carry everything.
I mean, everything is like I could just carry, which isn't surprisingly heavy.
Okay.
Yeah. I did buy pizza today.
Oh.
I did not
We
know
haven't
that
bought
Walmart
pizza.
sells breakfast pizza.
Breakfast pizza.
That thing was delicious.
Who has Tim Hortons here? Do you guys have Tim Hortons? We
No.
have we have flatbread pizza now in Tim Hortons here, which is weird because we haven't tried that yet. And I
I
feel
don't
like
have it here, but I've seen it in DC.
yeah,
Oh,
it's in DC.
we did have one in DC.
In DC. It's in most of New York State area, but I've also seen it in Detroit. But I wasn't sure how far it got down.
There's actually one not far from where they do Brick Fair, Virginia.
Harold.
Yeah. I think I've been there. I went there
Yeah,
for
their newer thing is like a flatbread pizza, but like I don't know. To me, Tim Hortons is still very much like coffee, donuts, that breakfast sandwich.
Starbucks.
You know?
Basically.
I wonder if Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah, we don't have Dunkin' Donuts.
Have pizza.
We have
No, I
lots of
think-
Dunkin' Donuts.
Yes, but your Dunkin' Donuts is all sweet, right? Like nothing. No, you guys have breakfast sandwich with Dunkin'
breakfast
Donuts.
They have like bagel sandwiches and
Yeah,
all
right.
sorts
I
of
saw
America
that
runs on
at the
Dunkin'.
airport.
Yeah, how can we try that? Anyhow, yeah.
I've
no, we
had
haven't
bad
had pizza.
experiences with Tim Hortons. Maybe it was just the ones we went to, because the last ones we went to were in Maine.
Oh, okay.
I don't think the ones we went to when we were in Canada were that bad, but the ones in Maine were not that good.
Mm,
We had a little scare.
I don't know. I think it's still in something scare. I'm still scared of it.
So Maria was afraid that our basement was flooded. Our Lego
Oh
basement.
no.
Oh.
Yeah. So earlier this week, really like
A lot of rainfall.
Monday morning, I went down to just do a load of laundry, and I was working from home, which was a good thing. And I get to the very bottom of our step, and I felt that the carpet, and it's carpeted, was wet. Not crazy soaking wet, but I'm like, why is it damp,
And
right?
then she looks up, but there's nothing.
Nothing in the walls, nothing in the ceiling. I'm like, where is it coming from? Now we just had our driveway done a couple of months ago, and just the walk out from the main door, they've also cemented that. Like they've also taken away the previous whatever you call that, the portico, and we have a downspout, of course, from roof onto a pillar. But now we've taken out the, I guess the L the L bracket or the L spout to push it
The
away from the
channel,
house because they have a lip on our new portico, like the new flooring of this openness, right? And so it's an awkward sort of, so the downspouts just been on our pillar, and it's, I guess, been splashing water the last few weeks, months now of anytime it's raining, and maybe it has accumulated on our foundation. And so I quickly run to like a version of Home Depot here and got like a wet, dry vacuum just to like stop up any kind of like liquid, but before that I like put a towel on it first and it soaked it, like not soak, but like it's damp, right? And enough that you're like, oh my God. And nothing where if I were to jump on it, there'd be like splashes of water. So how damp is it? How undamp is it? But I can't see anything coming in other than, of course, I buy the wet, dry vacuum and a flex downspout, right? So I jammed that in. And I mean, like I didn't have much space to do that. So I'm hoping that by, again, taking any sort of water away from the house, that would be it. And it hasn't happened since. I mean, by the end of that day, it was dryish. And then a cousin of mine who lives in Pasadena, his company actually deals with trying to get as much air moisture and making it into water. So the company's actually called Air to Water. I'm like, really? And he's like, buy a lot of those moisture absorbers. So it's like the desiccants, but they come actually,
damp rid.
Yeah, damp rid, exactly. And I've never seen this product, but we do have it here at our Home Depot as well. So I bought like a bucket of that, and like the next morning it was like solid, right? So it's like taken as much.
So you just threw them on the.
Oh, no, it's in a little bucket beside it. The thing.
Also, it grabs it from the air.
It just grabs it from the air or whatever.
So it's like
moisture.
a dehumidifier.
It's like a dehumidifier. We had like a stored dehumidifier in our garage and put that on, but I wasn't sure if it was working. Like it wasn't really drawing any water in. And so a friend of mine also gave us a smaller portable one just to see if that was also going to draw water in, right? Like I want to have like a second sort of like opinion of, is this dehumidifier working or do I need a backup? And it hasn't really drawn much water since. I think we've, sucked as much as we can possibly and just had a fan on for like the last 2 days. But I want to like rip out the carpet to see if there's mold. Like I'm terrified of stuff like that, right? But I feel like we've had rain since, and tomorrow's another rain day, but we haven't had it repeat since. And now like I do have like, like two big kind of like L-shaped things really taking the water away from our foundation, if anything. I mean, we've been in this house for almost 20 years. Like nothing like this has happened other than this was the new thing.
More than 20 years now.
More than 20 years. And in terms of like, yes, I realize that now water can get into foundation, and I hate water, and sometimes I hate adulting.
That hurricane in Florida is going to make its way to us too.
The Helene one?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
They said we're going to get rain here from it, so it might make its way up to you guys too.
Yep.
Yeah,
that's probably the remnants of it, right?
I mean, nothing like this in Florida, but I mean,
no, I mean, I think in North Carolina too, like a lot of roads are just underwater at this point. Like,
it's stupid.
The town we used to live in is the one where at the Biltmore house.
Yeah,
the Biltmore Village. It was up. Like if you look at the gas pumps, it's up to where the nozzle was on the gas pumps.
Oh my gosh!
Wow.
Yeah.
I was looking at the news calls. Most of the roads around where we used to live are closed. Trees down. Some of the cities in the area are impassable because of mudslides. Yeah. So if we were still in North Carolina, we would probably be stranded.
Oh my God. I know so many people have lost their houses, which is like crazy already, right? And I think a few have been killed, like 34 people.
It was over 40 last time I looked.
It's crazy, this thing. Man, hurricane. So yeah, like again, minor in terms of what's happening over where it's really hit and everything. But water is I like water, but not water.
Harold, you mentioned you saw a bit of Agatha All Along.
Oh yeah, it's our like.
Does it make sense though? Because does it make sense to you because you hadn't watched WandaVision, did you? Or
I mean, I think it's because I'm coming into it thinking it's like a crime drama.
Yeah, exactly. Like I think the first episode is a little bit like removed, right?
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't seem like what
WandaVision was really good.
I liked it too. Yeah, I really enjoyed that one too.
No, it's not the first episode.
Yeah, no, I was.
It's really good.
So, what did you think about Agatha All Along?
But yeah, so far I'm kind of digging it. I mean, obviously I haven't finished it yet, but
I'm only in the first episode.
Did you finish the first episode?
So we'll see.
Oh.
I did watch Alien Romulus. It was the first time I went
In the
out to see
theater.
a movie late at night.
Oh.
It was like 10 o'clock the showing was.
Oh,
And
did you
it's
fall asleep?
no, I didn't. I drank some coffee and watched the whole
Okay.
thing and loved that
Good?
movie. That's the
Oh,
most
okay.
It was good.
it
I haven't
was
seen
really
it yet.
good. I mean, there's like parts where you can nitpick at, but overall, I was like, where there was supposed to be like they went back to the original theme, so horror, like space
Okay.
horror, and I was just like, there's like
Is
scenes
it
where
a
like I jump,
reboot?
and then like there's people with me too. There's a guy that was there. He watched it 2 times already.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
We just like we all stood up. It was like 6 of us, but it was. I might watch it again.
Is it a reboot or like a continuation?
It's a inner
Trilogy.
sequel, interquel. So it's right after
Same
the
world.
first Alien movie.
Oh, same universe, but just
Yeah.
different story.
Yeah,
Okay.
they do a lot of homage to like the original like Alien and Aliens.
That's good.
And then also with the prequels too. They tie in like some of the stuff like really well for a movie that's budgeted at 80 million.
Oh, okay.
And like the effects and stuff, I was like, "Oh, this is crazy. That's not CGI." Yeah, it was like I was really hyped up that I bought 3 Alien books.
Oh.
I started looking into like buying Xenomorphs, which is the alien stuff, and I was like, I really want this now. It's so cool.
Did you guys
I really
see
activated that.
The Penguin?
Huh?
I have not. No.
I haven't seen that one yet.
I watched the first episode.
That's a crime drama.
Colin Farrell.
Colin Farrell.
I guess
Is
for you
your-
guys it's on HBO Max, right? Because it's
Yeah.
on Crave for us. What were we gonna say, Eric?
Oh, there was that one series, Pennyworth. Did you ever see Pennyworth?
No.
It's on. It was originally on what was it, Epix or whatever, and then Warner Brothers took it over. But it's basically
the Penguin.
you know, the butler, you know, like, you know,
Alfred?
Alfred, you know, butler, basically when he's younger, and he's like you know, ex-military, this and that, and he gets out of the military and runs like a like for hire kind of like, you know, protection, this and that, and like, you know, and so it's a really cool show. And it's during like World War II, and like there's just a lot of like political things, you know, like it was really interesting.
What year did it come out?
It was only a few years ago. It's relatively new.
You can still stream it?
Yeah, it's on Max. It's on Max.
Oh,
okay. So maybe it's on Crave.
Mm-hmm.
In Canada, Max is Crave.
Yeah,
okay. Yeah, but I mean, it was originally, I think it was Epix had the original first season, but then it was doing really well, and then I guess Warner Brothers just didn't let them have the license anymore, and they bought the studio that was running it, you know, I really enjoyed Pennyworth. I thought it was really good.
The first episode of Penguin's pretty good. I think new episodes come out every Sunday, and the very first scene is like a montage of the Batman movie, so you kind of quickly get caught up in case you hadn't watched it, and then it's pretty good.
I am Batman.
I wonder
started
watch
watching Shogun.
Oh, Shogun?
Yeah, Shogun. Like
that's on FX too, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm only in episode 1. I like it. I don't know. I feel like
I've heard it's good.
Yeah,
I couldn't get through the first episode.
It was on at the Emmys, I think, and it won like quite a number of awards. I didn't watch the Emmys. I completely forgot.
I'll watch it.
But like I don't know.
I haven't started that
was
series yet.
I didn't realize like in the beginning it was like Portuguese traders, like Catholic Portuguese traders had made their way into Japan, right? And this was like in the 1600s. Like I'm always amazed at how people have moved through
Marco
this world.
Polo and all the
yeah. And then of course there's then now the English Protestants who are also trying to find trade that way, and the clash of those two, but like in an Asian, like a different part of the world, right? Like, and nobody understands any languages. Nobody has like Google Translate. Like, just off with your head. Like, I love it.
I also started. I didn't start. I finished it. Do you remember? It's called Monsters.
Inc?
The Jeffrey Dahmer's.
Oh yeah.
So now this is season 2. Monsters.
That's
The
right, I heard
Menendez
this.
brothers.
Oh god.
And so it's the same
Premise, but like
same stuff premise,
yeah.
but now it's the Menendez brothers.
featuring another.
And I remember this story when it came
Yeah,
out.
I remember it
Mhm.
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's you see like they're all dressed in like 1989, 1990. Milli Vanilli plays a lot in this this show. I think it's their favorite group or something.
Oh, so
the
you
Menendez
you
brothers.
finished it.
Yeah, so there's like you hear a lot of Blame It on the Rain and everything. But yeah, it's pretty graphic, just like the Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yeah,
I remember
couldn't
Harold
finish
was
that
telling us. Remember you watched the Jeffrey Dahmer?
Yeah, I don't know why I finished that.
And you were like,
Yeah.
I couldn't finish the Jeffrey Dahmer one. I only got halfway through it, and it just got too disturbing.
It is disturbing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, why would you
But-
commemorate that in any way? It was enough just reading about
Yeah.
it.
I know.
But yeah, it's called Monsters, and so
Mm.
they're monsters.
I finished a lot of anime this week too.
Didn't you do that last week? You finished a lot. You watched like
I
a
was
52.
Oh, I have it in
Episode.
the background. I just watch, but it kind of.
We actually even pulled a Nick this week.
What?
What did you do?
Well-
Oh, you watched Palm Springs.
No, Harold.
Oh.
Harold was watching anime, so let him finish.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Go ahead.
Oh yeah, I watched like 3 different series and I finished it all. Like Christine would tell me, "Oh, it's kind of weird you're taking leave and you're not even resting." I was like, "I know, I'm just catching up, catching up in life."
we did only Murders in the Building. So I've watched the first 2 seasons, and I haven't watched the 2 newest seasons. And Andrea's not watched any of them. So she started either Monday or Tuesday. Started episode 1 while I was going to the store or something, and then we sat there and binged the first 2 seasons completely through to get her caught up. So we're now watching season 3 now.
I like that series.
Yes.
I haven't watched the most recent
Yeah,
one, though,
yeah.
but
So,
it's
yeah.
crime. What is it called? The podcast. It's like
It is not a murder mystery, true crime podcast.
Yeah, there's a term.
Does
Do you
anyone
guys
watch
like-
Survivor?
Sorry, go.
Does anyone watch Survivor? No.
No, we're the only ones.
We're the only ones.
Yeah.
We're like
Really
I know
hardcore.
about Survivor.
and Big Brother.
And Big
Yeah,
Brother.
sometimes those Canadians, they make it to the American shows. We're like, what? We can
What
apply?
what were we gonna say, Eric?
I don't know if you guys have ever. There's a few older series that I used to like. That I don't know if you can still see them or not. There's if you guys like Celtic or like medieval stuff. There's one called Britannia that was really good. It was run by Sky Network, and like they did like 3 seasons. I really enjoyed that one. And then there were several other ones that were epic. They did War of the Worlds, like a new version of War of the Worlds series that was really cool. And then on Apple TV.
Season of Britannia.
Oh, we don't have Apple. Yeah, Apple TV has a lot of
Yeah.
good shows, I heard.
Apple TV's got a whole bunch of
Yeah.
crazy stuff that I really like. So
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have Apple TV, but
I know. I
It's
feel like
worth-
there's
it's
so many
worth-
streaming.
yeah, but it's worth it for what you pay. Like it's only here in America, it's only like $6 a month or whatever it is.
I
It's
get
like
it for free.
$100 Canadian. No.
I know that's like $1,000 Canadian, but yeah,
this is this the Britannia?
yeah, Britannia, yeah.
Yeah.
It was really good. The
I didn't know
original
they had
season
3
was on
seasons.
Prime. The first season was on Prime,
Yeah.
and then
Okay.
Sky took
Sky-
over the rest of it.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay. Might have to
It's
check that out.
really good. If you like,
Yeah.
the medieval, it's like
That's
it
Maria's
takes place in-
favorite.
it takes place in Ireland, and so it's basically the Romans are coming to like take over Ireland, and it doesn't quite
Yeah.
work out the way they want.
Well, they have to use boats to get to it.
But it was really good. I really enjoyed that one.
Nice.
Yeah. I know
You-
too many
you
shows
also
out there.
Apple TV.
So I finally have someone who enjoys Ring of Power. We could talk a little about.
Oh, I love Ring of Power. That's
I
awesome.
like the season 1. I don't know why I can't get into season 2.
Season 2
Season
is amazing.
2 is way better than season 1.
That's what Nick says. Maybe
There's
I'll have
so
to
much.
Giving
There's
me
so
hope.
much more happening. Like
Although
You know.
I'm on this episode
I like the
when it's like it's gonna
Anatar.
get better now.
The Anatar storyline's probably the best one, where you could see him manipulating
The
um
elves,
Galadriel.
Galadriel.
not the ringmaker. What's his name? The one who makes.
Oh
the
yeah.
Celebrimbor.
Celebrimbor. And because we already know that he's Sauron, and so
Yeah.
just the way that he's talking, and you could see the manipulation going in there.
Oh yeah, the was episode 6 had some really interesting reveals of what Sauron can do, which was really cool.
I have. Oh yeah,
Go to.
I haven't seen episode 7 yet, but I saw it.
I haven't seen 7 yet. We were starting to watch. My wife was watching episode 6 with me, but she hadn't seen the other episodes, and all of a sudden she's like, did I finish season 1? I'm like, so then all of a sudden we finished episode 6, and then we went back to like episode 4 of season 1, and then she realized that she had seen it. So we're probably gonna end up starting like episode 1 because she just got sucked in. Like I tell you, episode 6, you'll get sucked into a lot of stuff happening in episode 6. There's big storylines happening. Like things got real in episode 6. It was something.
And these shows are just like movie worthy. Like I don't know. Like it's.
It's over 8 hours of like once they're done with the season, it's over 8 hours.
Yeah. Each episode is over an hour.
Quality and everything.
Yeah, it's like
I'm
4
just
movies.
curious. I'm curious which they haven't shown it yet, but which humans or which men will get the rings. Yeah, which ones will get the rings, because they eventually become the ring wraiths, right?
Yeah,
and so I'm wondering, because there's a lot of men in
The
like a lot of
Nazgul.
men in this show, and I'm like, I wonder if he's gonna get a ring and he's gonna get a ring, like in Numenor.
You get a ring. You get a ring.
Because
Numenor?
they're kind of or Numenor, because they're kind of evil. I'm like, I bet you this guy's gonna get a ring and he's gonna become a ring wraith.
Yeah, there. I mean, there's gonna be. I mean, there's some very prominent regions of mankind that will get them. I mean, I think the more interesting thing is not just who gets them, but watching the corruption happen. I think that's going to be the most interesting, because that's going to be season 3. You know, like season 3. This season was more the dwarves and them getting things, and then
you could see some corruption.
Oh yeah, season 3 is going to be all about the humans like going. But then the big one is when Sauron makes the final ring of power, the master ring.
Is that the Golem ring?
Yes.
Yeah.
The Golem.
Yeah, that's the master ring that controls everything. So that's it. Like you still have the rings of man that they haven't made yet, which they'll probably end up making probably in the final season, and then the final episode of the season, and then season 3 will be the corruption of man, and maybe at the very end will be the creation of the final ring. And then if they do 4 seasons, obviously.
I heard 5. They've already stated that they're going to have 5 seasons of this.
Whatever they do, I hope. I've enjoyed it immensely. I know a lot of the really hardcore fans, obviously poo-poo over everything, but I just enjoy content for what it is. I like every Star Wars movie episodes, and whether people thought it was garbage or not, I just enjoy the content for what it is. I don't worry about like, okay, it doesn't fit canon, this and that.
Right.
Harold, you hear that?
So,
I mean, people have their own.
Plus, I'm a giant, and nobody's gonna argue with it.
I mean, it's cool.
So what they say about Wookiees, you don't want to.
Right.
Are we ready to go into our next segment?
Let's do that.
Which is...
It's time for show and tell.
All right, time for show and tell. Is it this one? Yep, I picked the right one. All right. What do you got, Maria?
I don't usually bring Lego to the table, but I have friends who live around the world in England, and they know that I'm like obsessed with pens. And so they were actually in this town called Way on Way.
Are these actually
Hay
pens?
on Way, Hay on Wye. Hay
I like
on
the
Way.
feather one.
Outside of
the feather one.
Wales, and these are so I guess that town is known for like it's a town of bookstores and bookshops in England. I know, Hay on Way. I think I have to go to Hay on Way. And when of course they visited this, they're like they think of me because I'm a book. But they said, they had to send me this because I also like pens, and it's actually just called paper pens.
Oh,
And
they're paper pens.
they're paper pens. So they're like all these designs, but there's like a pen tip here. And so I don't know. I guess you pluck it out like a bookmark, and then you can take it with you.
Are you gonna open it or just leave it?
No, I
how it
think it's
is?
pretty right now.
Yeah, just leave
Like
it.
I don't know. I have pens that I use all the time, like daily go-to pens. So
What
this
color is it? Black?
I think it's just black or even blue. It says
You can
with
see, like,
black
it
ink.
has
It says
the-
with black ink.
it has,
Yeah,
like,
like
the
the
red.
nib,
Oh, which
the
one?
nib to like protect the ends and everything. But
Oh, it's backwards.
I just got this in mail from them
How come it's backwards?
because it's a camera. But yeah, so I thought that was funny that they're like, we want, and then I like
Yeah,
notebooks.
cool.
I collected tons of notebooks, and this one is made of reclaimed coffee beans and 100% recycled paper. And I'm like,
Does
it
it smell
doesn't
like
smell like
coffee?
anything, but it's just made of recycled coffee beans. And
Does it
on the
smell like
bottom
coffee?
here it says succeed, like seed,
That's
SEED. Kind of funny. That's it. I don't have
Neat.
much.
I don't know if you make right.
I was actually just busy working. I'm like, when Nick's like, do you have a show and tell? No, but something came to mail for me today. I mean, sure, I bought foundation. Those are show and tell.
Foundation?
What do you got? What do you got,
I know, I
Eric?
don't even use that stuff.
Oh, I grabbed some of my old Lego sets here. So like these are the old Nautica
Oh,
series. So they've been recently doing a lot of the underwater stuff, but this is some of the original ones that they
Yeah.
had.
What year was that?
I
80s
want to
or
say the mid 90s, maybe.
In 90s.
So yeah, this is like when they first started doing the underwater. These were kind of cool because they were. Let me like shrink my camera 1 second. I can
Yeah, it
shrink
looks
my-
like I was like, is that a remote control? See all the wires and stuff?
The what?
Oh,
Oh
The
yeah,
wires?
they have no. It was so that way it could be pulled up like
oh.
so. But inside it has the kind of like the dollhouse that folds. So like
oh,
Yeah,
that was
that's
really cool. So you have like the water, and this is like where like the divers could dive from the lab, and then you have like the different like instruments, the microscopes and things and everything. But I really like the pieces that they used in these. It's one of the first like
Did you
Yeah,
have this on
Bible.
display previous, or it's always been in a
Yeah.
Ziploc bag?
No. I've had it on display. I
Oh.
plan on doing in my city. I plan on having a water area, but then there'll be a part that goes under the table that'll be like a reef, like with all the exploration, stuff
That's cool.
and whatnot. So there's a whole series of like boats, like different boats, and
Oh, wow.
a series of like
Yeah,
little,
can't have too
little
many
mini
boats.
subs. Like here's like one of the first where they did the shark in white.
Oh, cool.
Oh, white
Yeah.
shark.
Oh,
The classic shark in white.
that's
I
I haven't
nice.
seen.
Yeah.
Even
You
though
haven't
it's
seen that
classic.
one?
No.
Yeah, I don't know if they make. I don't know how many different sets had this one. It was, but
That's a good
I don't think that many.
nozzle opening.
you don't see it very often,
Yeah.
But there's a lot of cool, just different, pieces. Here's
What's
like
that?
when they.
Blue and red minifigure. Behind.
Which one?
The one with the blue hair and the red hair.
Oh, that's from the gamer truck. The city game. I'm building the little gamer truck. This one.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a gamer truck.
I forgot about that set.
But then here's like the first one where they did the new like goggle, and they had like the little
Snorkel.
outfit
Yeah,
or
the
something.
snorkel like
Yeah.
color thingy.
This is the first time they started like doing some really cool new molds and things
Yeah, that's a really
for
cool.
the divers. Yeah. So it was kind of like the precursor, and then they finally started bringing them back not too long ago. But yeah, there's just a lot of cool old classic like fishing boats and things, and different explorers and things. But it's pretty cool.
Nice.
I have a whole bunch of vintage stuff. I have some. One thing I want to dig out is I have the parking garage that has the old Shell station in it.
Okay.
Oh, that's the one that you
Yeah.
were talking about.
The shell. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's
That's
like
cool.
it's a two plate that kind of folds. Like you can make it where the station's on the side, or where they drive through it, and there's like a little car wash and it goes into the spot. So like I have a lot of old stuff. So I hope
Well,
he
your
gets
kids were
out.
little. Like I guess they were just born into this. Like were they?
They just stole my minifigures and destroyed my Lego.
Oh,
I mean, that's
okay.
just
Okay, so it's
that's
not
that,
like
that. Yeah, there's
Good.
there's definitely been some theft that was, and
They
and
make
I
them.
mean, I didn't really care. I mean,
Like our
they,
kids are ambivalent about the Lego right now, right? Like they just
yeah. Well, I think the one that upset me the most was when they trashed the white carousel a little bit, and
Oh,
but like I got it pretty much all put back together,
oh
But I
my
mean,
gosh.
that set right there is worth like $1,200, even like
yeah.
I mean, the music box, just the music box in that set is like $400.
Oh wow.
Jeez.
Dang.
Yeah,
Wow.
because they only made it in that set, and
Yeah.
it's the only way you can get it. If you had that set in box, I think it's over 2,000.
I can imagine.
So,
Yeah, the old carousel.
Your kids knew which one to play with.
well, it was because it had a good movement to it too. Because
Yeah.
like the little, it would go. It had like the do 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 do, and it would just play it. And they liked it. And so
Yeah.
of course little hands and
Yeah.
and when you got 3 of them, they're all going different directions. It's like
Lots of hands.
This way, this way.
okay.
Jeremy, how about you?
So my show and tell is literally what I picked up today, which was
Oh, you got it.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Did you use the
So-
scanner?
Did he?
of course.
2 at a time?
I did 4 at a time.
What?
What?
You could do 4.
Yeah,
4?
4 at a
Wow.
time.
4.
That's just next
I
level.
didn't know you could do
That's
4 at a
impressive.
time.
Yeah, you can do that. You just have to hold it.
You might have to like tilt it back and forth to get them to scan right, but yeah.
And all
So
4 pictures show up, like at the
yeah,
same time.
all 4 will show up and everything. So
The good thing though is you can't really go wrong with the Dungeons & Dragons figures. They're all good.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like realistically, like what if you got doubles of one? It'd be like, who cares?
Yeah.
Well, I went because I've been holding off on. I've been waiting for the clearance, but I'm like, there's a couple of them that are actually good part outs. So I was like, well, let's go get 4 of the paladins.
Oh.
And
Oh,
I
wow.
got one of the tiefling sorceress with the red dragon. So
Yeah, that's a good one.
So you just got the ones you wanted. You didn't get the full
Yeah.
set.
Yeah.
well, I'm gonna end up parting them out and putting them in the store because the paladin is almost a 4 times part out. So you part it
Oh,
out, it's
wow.
almost $20. And the sorceress, I think, is like a $12 to $13 part out.
Oh, wow.
So
Wow.
Which
So
parts make it so expensive?
Hey, Remo.
on the
All of
paladin,
it.
almost every piece of it,
Oh,
the
really?
the torso, the legs, the armor, the shield, even the dragon head are all like $2, $3, $4 pieces.
Because people just use it for their armies.
Wow.
Like
You can
Harold,
actually do batch that thing. Yeah, I have 30 of them now.
People can do that.
Yeah, somebody
30
called me a reseller, and I'm like, how am I going to resell these?
These are for my own collection.
no,
Yeah,
Harold's a
reseller
hoarder.
calls
He's
me
not a reseller.
which is kind of crazy.
Who called you a reseller?
Some guy when
Here?
so there was a brand new like end aisle. So there's 6 of them. So I had all 6 in my cart. And the guy came, it's like, those are all those dragon paladins, huh? And I was like, yeah. I was like, oh. You like looked at me. And I was like, why? Are you looking for these? Do you want one? I was like, no. I was like, dang.
Wow.
What is going on?
He's the
Dang.
reseller who was hoping to get them. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Why did he
was, like,
just
asking,
assume
like,
they
"Oh,
were the
damn,
same?
damn scalpers?" And I was like, gee.
Why did
Wow.
he assume they were all the same? Like you can't see what's inside.
Because he's
like
someone
the
who
most
knows about the
sought
scanner.
out. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the most
And-
sought out one.
See, for me, it's like I waited actually probably about a month now.
Yeah.
They've had an end cap display, and literally almost all of it are gone. There's maybe 20 minifigures left,
Mhm.
and just so happened that 4 of them were still the paladins.
Wow.
No one is scanning it.
So I waited till everybody else got what they wanted. Then I got those calls. Like, why not?
Yeah, why not?
Right.
Yeah, the Mind Flayer, that one's been gone too.
Mind
I think
Flayer's
it was like 2 or 3 of the Mind Slayers.
Yeah. Yeah, the
I
one
got
here
two.
is like Barnes and Nobles had to reduce the quantity to like 1. You know, can only get 1
Why? Like per person?
per person, yeah.
Oh,
That's
Because I guess
crazy.
when I went there to ask if I could scan them, which I mean, all it was already picked through, but I guess a couple before me bought the whole box
Oh.
and then just started like scrummaging around, and she's like, "No."
Mm.
Wow.
But yeah, it's kind of crazy with this CMF wave.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Everyone wants.
Yeah, everyone wants it. Oh,
How about you, Harold? What do you got?
I did do some building when I was watching anime. I did find this
Ninjago.
the new Ninjago Titan Mac for $80.
That's cool looking.
Yeah. Which, Nick, this is gonna be. Here's a preview to my softie of the year.
Yes.
Whoa.
I already finished it. I'm modding it right now. So I modded the core
Mhm.
of the mech, and this thing is tall. So if you guys didn't know, I'm also a Gunpla builder. So this is a 160 scale model kit.
Yeah.
This is the red frame. This thing's taller than that. Or about the same
Oh.
size.
Wow.
Wow.
Well, that's
I wonder if
Lego's
it's
way of
as
doing
big as.
Gunpla.
And this thing's
wonder if
like this thing's solid. This thing's solid too.
Wow.
I have a few Macross sets that I need to build that are a Gundam.
Oh,
you know?
nice.
I haven't built a Gundam yet. I was gonna build one with one of my friends on Twitch, and then like
Okay.
it
AC
didn't
Panel.
work out. So
Yeah, I have I know AZ Carl is building this. I still have mine in box. The PG. So it's
Oh, is
about
he?
the same size as the Titan, Pulse Titan Mech.
Is it flying?
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
from the Gundam series. It's in space.
Okay.
my local shop gives me a discount because I'm a teacher, so I can
Oh,
get
cool.
I get like 20-something% off. So I can get like if I want to get those perfect grade ones that are like I get them pretty good deal. He's really good to me.
That's awesome.
I know. My buddy is in Japan right now. I'm so jealous. But it's kind of funny. I didn't know you were into Dungeons and Dragons, but when I was cleaning out, I did find like my
Yeah, Salvatore, yeah.
our Salvatore Legend Drizzt. It's
He's
like
a great writer. He's a great writer.
And then I also bought the figure today.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
That's
it was
cool.
at Ollie's, so it's a discount store here. It was like $10.
Nice.
Wow.
And it was just like right there in front. It was the only one. I was like, wow, what a day.
Yeah.
Oh, I could do my show and tell. The one thing I was very excited that I got was a new house, and we have to have our own trash cans. I found a recycle bin, a 96-gallon recycle bin that I guess somebody special ordered, but then didn't want it. So it was normally like $140. I got it for $100. So I was like,
oh,
that was a pretty big score. And like, it's kind of stupid, but oh my god, the family was so excited because we've been like putting our recycle in like a cardboard box, until like,
Right.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, I also got some books from Ollie's.
Look at you.
Like World of Warcraft.
Oh well, yeah. I used to play that game back in the day.
Yeah, Jeremy's still playing it, so I was like, oh, maybe I'll just buy these. I'm also trying to.
Are these like strategy books? Or
no, these are
like
short
game
stories.
Yeah.
Lore.
Yeah, I'm trying to get my son into reading more.
Mhm.
Like he's a good reader, but I know when I was this age, I would read a lot. So
I've been big into the
reading,
audiobooks.
maybe he'll start reading more.
Same with Maria.
Audiobooks are like, I don't know. I've been really big into Audible. So
in the car.
Yeah.
Just in the car.
whenever I have time.
Our local libraries here, especially during pandemic, allows us to just, like Libby, like unlimited ebooks. I used to have Audible, and the libraries just opened up, and I'm like, I can't even get through so many because I have so many on the go.
I just redid the Lord of the Rings not long ago.
Oh, cool. Yeah. I mean, sometimes it depends on who narrates it, right? Like sometimes I'm like, oh, no offense, I don't like your voice, and then I kind of skip. But I'm like reading 2 books sometimes in tandem, like one, and then when I'm running, I'm like listening to another. I always think like if I were to like actually build Lego, that would be like the most ideal, like listening to a book and like build Lego. I just don't build.
It's like watching a live stream.
I kind of thought about doing my Audible books while I do my Twitch streams.
But I guess it's like hard, right? Like if you're Twitch streaming, then people like the engagement with others will. How do you? I guess.
Well, I mean, I can hear it. They could hear it.
I see. Oh, okay. And then you can have like a book club, like live, because like, how do you think about like that chapter? Oh, that's something else there.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah.
I still remember when Maria was so against audiobooks. She's like, "Oh no, I love it when it's in my hand.
I gotta have it in my hands."
Audio thing.
They've known you so long now.
I don't remember that, Maria. I have no idea what you're talking about.
She didn't like Kindles either.
That Maria's dead.
Yeah, but I still, sometimes like when a book isn't available as an audiobook, I will still read it. Like, and it's just interesting, right? Because I feel like I always have an audiobook on the go. I'm doing chores, or I'm just like, even like I said, like running, and I have an audiobook going all the time. And yet when you read something still with your eyes, visual imagination, like it's a whole different take on it. Like if I enjoy an audiobook so much, I'll actually read it for the second time, and like maybe like not the entirety, but like certain chapters that I'm like, oh wait, I want to see how that like played out. And it's like a different experience still, like the whole visual.
Do you hear the same voice in your head?
No, it's not. But like, like I feel like when you're hearing something, it's easy enough to sometimes just not listen as deeply. Although I realize too that when we're reading a book, we're not reading every single word succinctly, right? But yeah, it's funny. I'm actually reading a book called What We See When We Read. It's the weirdest book.
Okay.
It's like someone's research of like, and I mean, it's anecdotal too. What is it? It's like, it's actually such a hard book to read because they have all these like graphics in it, like what the author thinks the reader is seeing when they're reading a book.
Oh,
and it seemed like it's What We See When We Read by Peter Mendelsohn, and I'm maybe
you're halfway through,
about a quarter, 25%, 30% in, and it's like talks about like when the opening line, for example, from Moby Dick, which I haven't read, right? But it's like you don't even know what they're talking about until like so deep in the story, and so what are the images that form in someone's head right off the bat?
You don't know it's a whale yet.
Like you don't realize sort of like the whole. Anyways, it's interesting what we see when we read. But I'm also hi. Someone else is visiting, and I'm also reading a book called Butter.
Oh, that's the movie.
I've heard of Butter.
Butter, no. So Butter
is that the movie?
No. Butter is about a serial killer.
Oh, that's not the movie.
Based in Japan. So it's a fiction based on this true story in Japan, where there's a serial killer who's a woman who killed her paramours by making them eat a lot of butter, I guess, like through her cooking,
trying to fatten them
and
up.
so she would get their estate. And it's the relationship she has with a crime journalist who's trying to get to the bottom of the story as she is still incarcerated, right? So it's an interesting take because it's less on the crime, but more on like the rich eating, like the, I don't know, it's called Butter. It's good. As an audible, like it's an audiobook, it's actually quite a great read. And then I always tend to read about leadership books, which like that's I'm serious. I'm going to be serious, and I'm going to read something about leadership. So I don't know if you guys know the author Sinek. I still in books. Simon Sinek, and he wrote a book a few years ago called The Reason Why, like why we do what we do at work or however. But his newest book is called Leaders Eat Last, and I guess he's coming from like naval officers where the seniors, they will eat after the juniors, and it's like to create trust and loyalty within the team, and that's how you lead within the team as opposed to just like telling people what to do. So
it's like you're the host of a party, and you're like you end up eating
eat
last.
after,
like,
eat first. So, anyways, it's a good book. Leaders Eat Last.
All right.
Enough about books.
My show and tell.
Who got me into books? Oh yeah, your show and tell. Fine.
Okay, so this week I built. We were talking about botanicals, so I built the tiny plants.
Oh yeah. I have that one to build too.
I don't know where they're gonna go, Nick.
Upstairs on the
your office.
So your desk is a pool table.
Yeah, this is my building, sorting and live stream. Oh, this is the dehumidifier that Maria's friend. See, it has some water. Can you see?
But maybe it's just us
Humidifier or
talking.
dehumidifier?
Dehumidifier.
Oh, okay.
You kind of see the water.
And then what is
dry?
dry? How dry is dry?
But let me get this out of the way.
So usually under 60% is dry.
The first three are the false shamrock, the jade plant, and the lace leaf.
Oh, I like the jade plant.
So this one's cool because it has they use little caps like those newspaper board caps. I
yeah.
guess.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It's like in the wildflowers, they use the pirate hats for some of the.
Yeah, like the pirate hats.
That's cool.
And I like the pots. So there's
Can I bring this to work?
Medium and large for the pots. This one they use just the butterflies.
Okay.
Which it's okay. And then your clamshell for this one.
Okay.
And then the next three we have Britain's Forever. We have the Eastern Prickly Pear, which is
I would think that prickly. Oh.
And then the Pincushion Cactus. These three are it's okay. This one is like it has like a printed circular tile. And then
pricklies.
The cactus, it's okay.
The pots look really good though.
Not into it.
The pots reminds me of like Mario Brothers pots.
To me, Mario.
Oh, I like the monster plants.
The last three are we got the Venus flytrap. We have the red sundew.
These are parasitics. I mean, or
those brushes in that color look cool.
Yeah, dark red.
Yeah.
And then
what are they called? I know what you're talking about, Maria. They eat
that one also eats insects, right? Those two eat.
Yeah,
insects.
those are
and the other one too, the middle one too, because you go in it and then they just drown it.
They're the carnivorous, right?
We saw those at the. We have a greenhouse that has water plants, and they have those.
Oh, that's crazy! I think I have seen those live too. They get really large.
So
they're cool.
Broom.
Yeah.
Okay.
Broom, Sherlock Holmes hats.
Yeah,
cool.
That's really cool.
That's
cool.
You get a lot of cool colors in those plants.
This piece is cool that they used for the mouth. You don't often see this piece.
The cake tops.
Oh, is that what it is? The cake tops.
Yeah.
For friends?
Oh, like with the icing, right?
Yep. Icing.
The icing
got it.
Friends?
Yeah, what
cool.
are you from Friends?
Sorry.
Friends. Okay, I thought like Central Park. Like what?
I know my Lego.
Oh, and the bird from last week. It's in here now.
It's all tucked in.
Oh, there's the tree. Yeah. The Zelda set.
Wow,
But no,
you didn't have fish.
Or is that?
Kingfisher. The Kingfisher.
Yep, he took the fish out.
I have the I have the original hummingbird one.
Oh. When was
the
that released?
Hummingbird and the cardinal and the blue jay. That was early 2000s, like
the Lego ideas.
Yeah, they're like it's like a hummingbird and
the hummingbird.
The hummingbird and I think it's a robin.
A robin.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Lego ideas one.
Yeah, they're really old. Yeah.
Yep, so that's my show and tell. I still haven't built that. I'm still waiting for one more package from Texas. It's taking a long time to get here.
And you can't start building without that one package?
Well, I could, but then if I don't have a piece,
then he's got to stop.
Then I'm gonna have it
stuck
on the pool table, and I won't be able to finish it for show and tell.
Yeah.
It's a bricker builds bricklock.
Maybe these little pots can go with Mario.
I just got the pieces from
those little pots can go to Mario.
Sorry?
Those little pots can go to Mario.
Maybe. They're too little. Okay.
Okay.
Bricker build sets are cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You see
Bricker
the
builds.
Red Dragon they made?
I did. They have a Dungeons and Dragon one.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
really?
a dice thing. Yeah.
Yes.
Or
So
dice
dangerous.
tower, I guess you could say.
And the
Okay, last
mimic
bit.
bots.
All right, the last segment,
Last segment. And then it's
which is
it
Dun,
tomorrow?
dun, dun,
where is it?
dun.
I'm too slow.
It's time for news you can use.
News that you can use.
Thank you, Alan the Brickman.
Thanks to Alan the
Yeah,
Brick Fan.
Alan.
Oh, Bricklock Square is bigger now. It's even bigger than before.
Oh, I can because I'm using
can
the
even-
OBS. I can go like this. Or
Oh, jeez. Oh,
Oh, he's gone.
I like how smooth it is.
Yes.
that's
Very cool.
OBS. That's OBS.
Very smooth. Did we lose anyone? Oh no, we didn't. All right. Where's
Ooh,
Alan
that's
the
cool.
Brickman? All right. Share screen. Here we go.
Hey, Caroline. Buy the brick book as a friend of mine from Twitch.
Oh. Hey, that's a very lot of
Fine.
emoji. Okay, where is... All right, news that you can use thanks to Alan the Brick Fan. What do we have here? Oh, you like this.
Ooh, I do
The
like
Lego
that.
Ideas, the Discworld Unseen University Library.
So they have like a wizard?
They have an orangutan
Cool. Yeah.
with bananas, a wizard, and a dragon.
It's very Harry Potter-esque with like the
This is a
monster.
mimic
chest.
there too.
Yeah, yeah. The mimic, that's right. And Indiana Jones.
Oh, this
too.
is big because look how small the minifigure is.
But is that like a mini figure?
No, it's a regular
Oh, right,
minifigure.
right.
That's cool.
So this is by Brick Mork Park.
More pork. Like bacon?
But I don't know this. Do you know this Unseen University Library from Terry Pratchett's?
Isn't Terry
Discworld?
Pratchett like an author too? Terry Pratchett.
I
Didn't
think
he have
so.
like a whole series of like fantasy
I've
science
never heard of
fiction?
this.
Yeah, I don't know.
Disco
I
World?
don't know this either.
It's a. I
Yeah.
guess it's a book
I guess if it is,
Yeah, I don't know.
because I don't know the show or
I
anything.
think yeah, like a wizard book.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lego
cool.
creator Halloween Pumpkin confirmed
Ooh,
GWP.
I
That's
like
a
the
cute
simple
one.
ghost.
It's a cute one.
Yeah, I like the simple ghost.
So at least we get a light up brick.
Pays, right?
I have a thing for ghosts. Can I just make that with what we have?
I guess, but it comes free if you buy something.
Nothing's ever
254.
free.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a
I
quote.
feel
free.
like we have a lot of these pieces here already.
Yeah.
It looks so
I have
happy.
I got bags of
Yeah.
free foods next to me.
Oh, I guess you can make it look evil, the eyes, or you can make the eyes look happy.
It looks like
Aw.
he just has no teeth.
Like
It
an
kinda looks
old
like
man.
the tree from the Zelda set now.
Yeah.
Oh, there's
yeah,
a scary,
based on the
scary
eyes.
face. Oh, the scary face
how
has
sinister.
teeth.
Oh,
He has
yeah.
teeth. This one has no teeth.
Information on
Grandpa.
that Discworld, the library.
Oh,
It's a book
yeah.
series that started in 1983. There's 41 novels in the series.
Oh wow.
Terry
Dang.
Pratchett like wrote so many-
Audiobook.
That's Terry Pratchett.
Is that going to be the next audiobook?
From 1983 till 2015.
How he's
Oh,
become such a
wow.
prolific
That's a couple
writer.
You
Yeah.
haven't heard of this? Interesting.
I read Terry Pratchett's other stuff, but
Wow.
oh, he passed away. I'm so
Oh,
sad
this
now.
is like a. Oh, I thought it was a mask. Oh, it is kind of. You
It
can
is a
take
mask.
off.
Yeah.
You can take it off.
Oh, you
Oh,
just
that's
take it
cool.
out? Oh, like a faceplate?
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
like
like, you can
customize it.
switch
Yeah.
it.
Face.
Easily switch it.
That's
Mhm.
cool.
So Brickhead's Fortnite Bright
Oh,
Bomber.
sick.
Do you know the Bright Bomber, Harold?
Yeah.
You said it was sick.
It's the main character.
Yeah, it's a
I
main
like their-
character in the. Oh, I don't know. Lego Fortnite, that's like your beginner starter thing.
Are we getting the minifigure of this character in
I
one of the
think
other sets?
That bus
Uh,
looks really awesome. Yeah,
Yeah,
Mhm.
the bus has a lot of minifigures in
yeah,
it.
it's like a whole plethora of
Mhm.
things.
I think I might get the bus. The bus and the banana.
You're getting the bus?
Love that face, Maria.
Oh, I thought nobody could see my face.
They can see your face at the top.
I thought I'm just seeing. Like,
Dang.
I thought I'm
I
just
saw
seeing this.
that.
Because on the screen that we're at right now, we can't see anyone. We just see the page. We just see the page.
Now you tell me.
So all those yawns that you do, that you could see the yawns and everything.
I'll clip that.
Get away from me.
No, it was the face whenever you said you was buying the bus and she just went, what?
Yeah.
So you get a printed llama. Oh no, that's a
I'm looking at
unicorn.
him
Unicorn
That's a
llama.
Too. That's a unicorn.
Yeah,
Sorry,
that's the llama.
sorry
Right.
for
Or
it.
Party
A,
llama.
a unicorn llama.
No, it's just a llama.
Oh, okay.
I mean, sorry, it's just a unicorn with wings. Lego Ideas increasing part count. This might be good for Jeremy.
What does that mean?
They're upping it to 5,000 pieces.
5,000
for
parts.
the-
Oh God,
Oh, I
that's a lot of
see.
parts for
Wow.
this set.
No. Think about that price.
So
That's all we
currently
need
it's
is bigger
3,000.
sets, just bigger,
Seriously.
bigger.
So it
Bigger.
says it will allow fans to make larger and more detailed projects, but it's going to be potentially be more expensive.
Hmm.
Of course, of course.
Yeah.
5,000 pieces.
Atari on sale in Amazon.
Master builds around the world. Oh, so this guy here, isn't he from Brick World?
Yeah.
He made this.
Oh, right.
So now
cool,
he's
yes.
a builder at
Billund.
They hired him. This
I
guy.
guess so.
That's cool.
That is cool.
Yeah, it's wild. I was like, dang.
Because I was looking through. I'm like, I remember this build.
Yeah.
So,
But I
yeah.
don't remember seeing him.
I never saw him at the convention. But I think this won something at the awards, did it not? Do you guys remember?
Maybe.
I think he did.
I think it did.
I know
So
he
must have
got
come up.
nominated. I know that for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw on the Lego House's Instagram that a couple of his builds are now in the Masterpiece Gallery.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. I think each builder brought like a small
build?
portion.
It's like 3
On
or
the
4
page.
builds.
Yeah,
Each of them
more.
are able to bring.
So we have like a
I saw them
lion.
like build or like repair a lot of it.
Oh.
It's kind of interesting.
I guess she made a minifigure.
Nope.
Okay, so Lego Icons
Chevrolet.
Camaro is on sale. Amazon.
Yeah, Target had a interesting
Sale.
sale like out of the blue. This
Well, there's
week.
going to be in the U.S. They're doing another Prime Days in October here.
Oh,
Like
really?
Yeah.
it's like on the 6th and 7th or something. I don't know.
Oh, dangerous.
That's
Yeah.
for Bricktober starting soon.
Bricktober. Again.
Lego Horizon Adventures release date announced. So is this like a Lego game?
It's the Horizon Zero Dawn was a PlayStation game that they did, and they're like Lego-fying it. It was a very popular game. It was the tall neck,
Mhm.
Oh
set.
yeah.
It's from that game there. It's a really great game. It's one of my daughter's favorite games.
Oh.
But is this gonna be like, you know how they had the Lego
Harry
Star Wars,
Potter.
Lego Harry Potter?
Yeah, it'll be a more
Yeah.
fun version,
Like-
more playful.
where you have
and,
to
you know,
do like a puzzle
Mhm.
and then
yeah.
You can hear
get all the coins and stuff. But this is gonna be only on PlayStation 5, I guess.
I see.
Yeah, well,
I know-
it's a PlayStation original game, so
Yeah, makes sense. The new Sonic the
heck?
Hedgehog sets.
What?
So this is Super Shadow versus Bio Lizard.
I don't remember Biolizard so well.
So
I don't
Super Shadow, I guess, is
Yeah.
a yellow
Okay.
Sonic character.
wow.
That's lots of smooth parts.
Sonic Campfire
Campfire.
Clash. So there's another Sonic. Another
I wonder how long
smashing
they have these
the
licenses
button.
for. Yeah.
This is, I don't know. You don't get any new characters in this
No.
one.
No.
I might get
There's that.
this just for the
I don't
shadow.
know.
That'd be the
Mhm.
Super Shadow. Get a yellow Sonic. Tantive 4 is on
Yellow
sale.
Or
That's a cool set.
Tantive 4?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually, if they would have started building the Star Wars sets in that scale when they first
Mhm.
came out, I probably would have bought more.
These are more
Yeah.
digestible
Yeah,
than the huge
I
ones.
I just don't need giant UCS size sets.
Oh, like the Venator.
Lego Seasonal Santa's Delivery Truck is now
That's
announced.
cute. That's cute.
Oh. An elf
cute.
with.
And I think it opens up.
Oh,
Here.
fun! Look at that workshop.
Yeah, it turns into a workshop.
Oh, that's a rocket tree.
That's cute. A rocket tree.
No, I think you can just put it on top.
It's like a
So this is the new
that's
winter
the
village
post
collection.
office there.
Yeah, so it's
Has
that's
a
cute.
balloon.
a Santa's post office.
I
This
like
is
how.
I like it that it's not too big.
Yeah,
It's just it's a
but I also like how it looks smooth, like all the snow.
Oh,
around it.
yeah,
Like it's
yeah.
very.
I have most of the old winter village sets.
Mhm, mhm.
I haven't really bought too many of the newer ones.
yeah, they made a post office before, but this is like a Santa's post office.
That's a
so
cute.
it's-
I like it. The balloons
I like
really.
it too.
I love the colors in that
I
balloon.
feel like the sign here is very
The
like Dr.
gold.
Seuss, like onto the left here.
Which one?
This is very Dr. Seuss, like
Oh,
the
because
signage
it's
of
angled.
how it's angled and
Right,
yeah.
right.
Lego, when are you gonna Dr. Seuss characters? You know,
The
So
Lorax
this
is
comes-
really cute set with all the
Yes,
trees.
I think so.
So this is coming out October 1st.
Okay.
So there's so many sets coming out October 1st.
Mm,
It's just
But this
around
is
the
one I'm
corner,
interested
too.
mhm.
just because like Brooke, like I've been
It's a cool
collecting.
balloon. There's been balloons before, right? But this is like a very streamlined balloon.
I think it's
Well,
the same part.
It's the pot, like the one they did in those gift with purchase pots.
Oh,
it's
upside
just
down.
inverted. Yeah,
Oh, okay,
Mhm.
okay. Got it.
But yeah, I think Trolls had
yeah. And even friends, I think, use them too.
Mhm.
yeah friends.
Mm,
I don't think we've gotten these colors though.
No,
Don't
the,
think we got those
the
colors.
dark green is amazing.
Yeah, dark
I
green has
agree.
become rare recently. I
I
heard
like dark green
a
a
lot of
lot.
people.
I bought one
dark
of those Harry Potter sets that has the dark green bricks in it, just
Okay.
because. I mean, I got it 60% off, so I was like,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I remember when the Mini Cooper came out. There was like
Yeah,
a lot of
the dark green.
dark green with the Mini Cooper.
Andrea just pointed that out. They actually took the original mail symbol and actually brick built it on the front of the building.
oh yeah,
So
the horn,
the bugle.
yeah, the horn, yeah. I have
Yep.
I have an airplane that has
Oh.
that logo on it, and the little mail truck that has that one.
That's cool. I like that.
Yeah, it's like a toilet seat, and then the.
Yeah. Have we gotten a golden toilet seat before?
I don't
Wow,
think
that's
we do, but
so
now,
nice.
now
can
we
make
can
a
build like
golden-
LeBron James house with it or something.
Yeah. Likely.
Nice.
The golden commode.
Oh, this is the conveyor belt
Mhm.
for the mail.
Letters and pickup and
Yeah, it's
They're-
cool.
almost Christmas ready. It's like Christmas in like 3 months. 3 months?
They've been having Christmas at our Costco since July.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Same.
Like it was
The bare
ridiculous.
months.
They are
Yeah, that
ready.
big penguin thing.
Oh, so now this is double insider points now for the
Baradoo.
Barador.
Barador.
So this is the time to get it. Double
Baradoo.
insider.
I need to buy that, but right now I'm just spending too much money on this house.
Yeah.
This will be around for a while.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean yeah. There's two sets that I really want that I'm not worried about. One is Avengers Tower, which came out in the summer.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
Barador. They're going to be around for at
Yes.
least 3 or 4 years.
For sure.
So
Last day. Oh, this is
Oh,
the last day for the Friends promotion.
Yes.
I know
S'mores
Jeremy
and
got
tent.
this.
that's a
already.
cute little set.
Mm-hmm.
The Friends designers have like killed it for
So
the past.
good. Yeah.
They're
3
so
years.
much better than they used to be.
Oh my god! And then I think they got a couple of them to work on the city sets. It's why some of them are
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can tell the city sets have become
good. Yeah,
better now.
I am Batman.
Batman and
All the
Yeah,
Batman.
Batman.
ones.
yeah.
Oh, I have the shadow box. I need to build that.
It's a fun build.
Yeah, it's a fun build. That's one
I
of
can
the
get this
ones I'm real
Oh, it's a
Razor
quadruple
Crest.
points again.
The Razor Crest. That's cool.
Icons Boutique.
I did not like that set. The hotel.
No?
I didn't like it. I don't know. I on the courtyard on the side.
Mhm.
There's some holes in the like where it lines up with the building, and it just seems I don't know.
Disconnect. Like a disconnect. Maybe it's
But you got it.
Yeah, oh yeah, of course I have all the modules. I have every module, even from back in
yeah.
Dang.
Lego Ideas Motorized
like this.
Howl's Moving Castle.
I like that movie. This is cool. I feel like
No
we saw
way.
this, or did I see it somewhere else?
I
Where
think
they
we've
use
seen
the
this like a couple of
brick
times.
separator.
Yeah, but like it's the whole like city.
Like, you mean they redid this?
Or I feel like we've.
Yeah, there's
I
another
think they did
movie
it before.
built that
Yeah.
too.
Like
I
a
think they
different
just-
version?
Oh, this is motorized.
Motorized is what it
Yeah.
says.
Yeah, they
Oh, I see.
they redid
Like the
it.
brick separator for the tongue.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
Funny.
find a use for that.
Yeah. And Caroline's saying, I have the room for it. It's like, yes, I do have the room for it. I have the room for just about anything right now, it seems like.
I like this chaos build. Batman Day 2024.
Did any of you guys get this promotion?
No, I
I
didn't.
didn't get it.
No. I should have.
Yes, you should.
I like that
as much as
Gotham.
you
I like
love
that
Batman.
Gotham painting.
Yes, yeah. No, ours is up.
No.
Yeah, the
there.
Gotham
It's
painting
a
is
good.
good.
It's a good build.
And did we do this one already?
Yeah.
So,
Instructions?
We
yeah.
talked about that last
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, that was fast.
Oh, Brickbite just got
Thanks,
the.
Alan the Brook fan.
Nice.
Eric, what are you up to this weekend? More moving, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, we gotta clear out the garage.
Okay.
Tomorrow I gotta do we do the chemical roundup is this weekend in our area. So I gotta
Oh.
get rid of like old pesticides and all that kind of stuff. And then
Oh,
so that's my day tomorrow. And then I gotta move my mower. I have a riding tractor that I need to move.
oh,
So-
geez. So you have a big property that you have to like
Oh
cut
yeah.
the grass and everything.
Yeah. It's like what?
You have a John Deere.
You have a John Deere. I do have a
John
John
Deere.
Deere. Yeah. But yeah, I mean that's the big stuff, you know. Plus it's basketball season now, so I have to do a lot of games at the school.
Oh, are you the coach?
No, I do the book and clock a lot of times.
Okay.
So
Nice.
whether it's volleyball, basketball, wrestling, or whatever, you know.
Cross country is happening.
How about you, Jeremy?
Well, baseball season wraps up in 3 days, so I will probably go back and start watching baseball
Yeah.
with the postseason.
Otani's not going to join the 60-60 club.
No.
I had hopes that he might, because he was
I
getting
think he got
stolen
stolen
bases.
base number 58 tonight before we get on the stream, but yeah, he's still stuck at 53 home runs.
Yeah, he's not going to get 7.
Maybe he'll go on a tirade in the last 4 games and
Yeah, that's what it was. Tonight he broke the record for the most by a Japanese-born player in a single season. That's what it was.
Because he's gonna start pitching again, so he's not gonna be trying to steal bases after that.
Probably not.
This is the end of this stolen base home run.
They'll probably put a restrainer on him
he's
going
just
into
like
next
Babe
year.
Ruth. He's like Babe Ruth. Like
He is like Babe Ruth. It's crazy. He's just
Of our
not
time.
big.
Yeah. He's awesome. I wish the Cubs would have gotten him on the sweepstakes, but
Oh, did they have a chance?
it was basically like Yankees, Cubs, Dodgers, I think were the 3 ones, yeah.
Mm.
And we have Suzuki, and then we have what's his name? God, I can't pronounce his last name. It's like Imanega or something like that. It's like he's another Japanese pitcher.
Do you know?
But
Jeremy?
so
Yeah.
But they're really good players. But like it would have been to have Shohei and all 3 of they would think about it with like the trio hanging out in the dugout, probably having a blast, you know.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, 'cause whenever they did the series, when it was LA and Chicago just a couple weeks ago, all of them were in the outfield cutting up.
yeah.
Them, Yoshi, just out there having fun
Yeah.
before the game.
yeah,
Are they all young? Well, I know.
Yes.
pretty young. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think more
Same.
Japanese players will end up coming over. You know.
I think Shohei's the oldest one of all of them, and he's 28.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's in his prime now. Harold, how about you? What are you up to this weekend?
Packing.
Oh, you signing up on
Not packing. I mean, I'm gonna start modding this more. So the arms is next. I'm gonna make it more streamlined, kind of like this one. And I want to build another one in a different color, probably like
Oh, I like the
their
red one.
traditional Gundam colors: red, white, blue, and yellow. So
I
But
have
yeah,
a
this
gold
thing is
mech I need to
neat.
build.
Oh, that's
Really
cool.
impressed with this build.
Oh, our middle guy Mason had his cross country meet today.
Mm-hmm.
So grade 10, I guess they do 5K now in grade 10.
Wow.
Yeah. And it's I don't know, I was a little bit sad because usually I work the late shift, which means I could usually watch or go participate like or volunteer at school or things like that for them. And we've been watching him since grade 5, but because he's like he runs later on, like after the grade 9s and things, like I had to be at work, so I'm like I won't be able to watch you, but I think he's okay. He doesn't want me to watch him anymore, which makes me also
We just looked
sad
up,
in a different way too.
we looked up online to see what his time was. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
Yeah, he's okay.
At least he has like a time to shoot for now for 5.
Yeah, but he
5K.
gets like 5 different meets this whole season, and then our youngest also is in cross country, so he has his first meet ever in a couple of weeks. So I still get to
his
watch him.
His school came 10th out of the 21
in the district
schools
formation. Yeah.
there, so in the middle.
Yeah. But there's so many kids. Like I think even in grade 10, there's like 170 plus kids running in just that heat, right? So that's a huge.
We're looking at the team the school that won. They came
first, second, third.
First, third, 7th, and
there's like some.
Their average time for 5K was 17 minutes and something for an average.
Wow.
Crazy.
Oh, that's fast.
That is fast.
That's like 3 miles, right? That's like
3 miles.
Yeah.
I think it's 3.1 miles.
Yeah.
3.1.
Yeah. Okay. That's pretty quick.
But the winner was like 14 or 15 minutes. It was super fast.
Dang.
I mean, for kids, that's
that's fast. Yeah.
They're light.
That's
they're light at that.
Yeah, but still, I mean, shorter legs and
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what the Olympic record is for
the Kenyans.
Yeah. But it's like such nice running weather, right? I don't know. Like it's fall. It's my favorite season. Although I think I just hurt my knee.
Yeah,
before we sign off, what would you like to plug, Bricklock? I know you have your Twitch.
Yeah, I mean, I hang out with my friends, like Matt and the Otter crew, and on Twitch and
Otter Country.
Otter Country. I hope to. I'll probably pop in tomorrow morning, on that around. It's like 9 a.m. Eastern, and then I gotta start streaming. I tried streaming the other day, but then my internet just was like, it just like took a dive. And
it was good tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's okay, but like I'm supposed to get fed 50 megabits, and I've been getting like 3.
Oh,
that's
and so like they're trying to figure out. The tech guys coming out on Monday. It's a brand new house, so it's never been connected to their network, and so they're trying to figure out where the hiccup is. The download speed's been good. It's been like 800 megabits download, but it's just the upstream has just been like, they have like a cable, like it's a coax fiber hybrid. So the uploads aren't as good, but the downloads are really good. But I would like to get at least half of what at least 25, maybe 30 if I could. But there's sometimes the tech had his computer plugged into the modem directly, and he got like 800 meg download, and it was like barely 1 megabit upload. I was like, that's not good.
Big difference.
So, but it's been as high as 13, but I would like to get it in the 20s or 30s if I could.
For sure.
So,
so
that way when I stream, it's not as bad, Yeah. So, but yeah.
Give us a thumbs up when you can hear us again.
Oh, okay, cool. So thanks everyone so much for hanging out with us. Full of Bricks Season 5 Episode 33 with special guest Bricklock. Hopefully we see you again in a few months, 2025 June.
Yes.
In Chicago area. And also thanks to all those who popped into our stream tonight, especially Brick Fighters, By the Brick Book, Ringgold 070, Rivercliff Shy Time, Brick Hive, and Ricky 488. Until next Friday. Thanks again for hanging out with us.
Thanks a lot, Bricklock, for hanging out with us tonight.
Yeah,
no problem. My pleasure.
And until next time. Merry Christmas and bye.